What up, bro?
Can you do boxes correctly in this?
I don't know. I'm trying
Might
to
have to get.
Oh, that
Okay.
might be. I don't know. Hold on.
We need another mod to test it. Well, I'm not a mod anymore because Bell.
Hello.
Yeah. Except Bell first, and then boom, boom. There we go.
Hey,
She was
can you fix my mod, please? And can you also give me the recording access on this one too?
you
Yeah.
Bell
Oh my!
slander. Wait, we can't move boxes here, can we?
Nobody's tried yet.
Are the squares a little bit different, or is it me?
Low key, it looks like it though,
Oh,
right?
I don't know. Now I feel like I'm tripping.
Okay, so I mean, I can give like Bex big box and give people big box, but I can't,
I don't know. I don't have mod, so I can't see.
you can't. Yeah, you could do that. You can't.
yeah, Tbone. Where did my mod go? Did I do something wrong?
T-Bone, get big, please.
Okay, it's too early for that. No, the boxes are definitely weird. No, yeah, they are.
Right? The boxes, they're
That's not
different.
right.
They're a little bit
They look
different.
more defined.
Guys, hurry up.
They're not 1-by-1 ratio perfectly. I don't think. I don't know. I don't. I feel. Hold on. Let me get another live up on this other phone.
These kids have 18 days left of school. 18 days.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, they're sharper, right? Yeah, they look sharp. That's what it is.
Any other live? Hold on. I don't know. Their boxes are full now. I can't. Yeah, no, they're square. Wait, oh wait. The other ones have rounded corners, and there's like a border between them.
These are
These
like
Legit,
joints
it's
look
thick
different.
sharp
chocolate.
as shit. These joints look like they cut people.
I'm
Oh.
looking at Sin's live right now, and yeah, they have like rounded corner boxes. Ours looks
Really?
like the Temu version of TikTok Live a little bit.
Hmm?
I'm not even kidding. Like compared to this other live, ours looks like it's like the Dollar Tree version.
Yeah, I don't like this. T-Bone, did you hear that? It's like Timo.
It is. Like I'm getting very frustrated looking at it back and forth now. Why does
That's
it look
actually
different?
hilarious.
I'm not wrong, am I?
No, not at all. That's actually funny as shit. I never noticed. I'm looking at it like, yeah, this is different though.
I said the boxes are different. They're too squarey.
I mean, I
But Two
can
Square gets
change it
actually accurate.
back, but I mean, I can do stuff on here that I kind of want to like, cause there's like a Jubilee episode we could play. There's a fucking hold on, Ghibli.
T-Bone, I don't think people will
There's
notice. I
what?
think it's fine.
Yeah, I think we're being super picky right now. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. The
we're just
only other way
lying.
is how I have it in the other live. It's just 10 people can't come up, and I would extend on the top part rather than the side part. So you just take this phone and rotate it to the right. That's what it would look like, basically.
I low key just want to sleep in a box, so I'm not even here to complain.
Do you guys like it this way, or should I restart and do it long ways?
Wait, can you have 10 people in this thing
No,
or
I don't
something?
think I can. I've tried. I don't. I'm looking for it, but I cannot see it anywhere.
You can
So,
only do it the other way?
yeah, well, only if I'm on my phone. If I'm on my phone, then I can do 10 people. If not, then it has to be this way for some reason.
I mean, 10 people is 10 people. You get more people.
Yeah, but then I'm not able to play like this Jubilee shit. I can't play
Oh,
that. I can't pull
yeah.
up the actual like cases and shit like that for people to be able to look at. So
Fair, fair, fair. I mean, fuck it. I mean, you can leave it like this. I'm not tripping.
Telling you right now, I might fall asleep after I take the kids to school.
if you guys fall asleep, that's
There's
fine. I'll just
fucking way. Who is
continue to
this?
have the Jubilee debates going, and then probably keep looking at the case. I don't think we're gonna get much updates. It's probably just gonna be the
So
finalization of the
I
jury
wasn't
selection
talking to you
today.
guys.
So
So yeah, I was gonna say it was. I so I didn't come in to clarify, but I believe they're just in jury selection.
Yo, what is going on?
What?
It's 7:30 in the morning. Like, what is going on? This is insanity. People on top of this whole fucking. Never mind.
What are you talking about, Belle?
Never mind.
No. Am I missing something?
I don't know, but it seems like we got a lot of attitude this morning.
Who, me?
Belle, do you have something you want to say, Belle?
Are y'all? I'm complaining because I got at 7:30. I got a customer calling me for tailoring already.
Oh, I was
What?
so confused. Okay,
What do
maybe
y'all think I
it's
meant?
Tuesday, right? I don't know. That's why I was so curious. I had no clue.
I think y'all are a little too sensitive. Tbone
Oh,
calling
To
me.
define wokeism is basically collective. You're arguing that things.
which Jubilee are you planning on watching?
The new one just came out. It's one MAGA Republican versus 20 far left Democrats.
Not you calling me.
I made the backdrop. It's my fault. The name is misspelled. I made it in the middle of a basketball debate.
I think it looks
I
fine.
don't know.
People will understand. They see the picture. That's all that matters.
I,
Yeah, it's spelled with a K, ain't it?
Yes, it's my fault.
No, it's just funny. It's not that deep.
this is funny because she was bragging about the topic. I gotta be.
Whatever. I made your backdrop last night too, so don't laugh too hard.
I'm dead.
To be fair, the Bex versus Tbone debate one was fire, though. I made that one too.
That was, bro, and your cat looked fire as hell, bro. That shit was hard. I like
I
that
put
one.
work into that. We're gonna about to bring that one back. That's gonna have to be like a standard
I still have it.
fixture.
I still have it somewhere.
It's still in the Discord. Well, you wouldn't know because you left all of the Discord group chats, so you wouldn't know where it is.
I did, didn't I? Spent 24 hours wondering.
Look at Appleby in the
Y'all, y'all trying to talk about the prompt or
Yes,
Sure.
absolutely.
What,
This is
what exactly do you
serious.
want to talk about?
no? I don't know. So look, like I'm all for self defense. Like I think that everybody has the right to self defense. I think that's just common sense. Um, like there is like some stipulations that you should take just as a person in general, right? Like you should always like you should
Is life in
always
jeopardy?
I feel a
try
bot.
to de-escalate, right?
I feel a bot
Um,
moving in there.
this little man didn't do that, right? Like he there wasn't many attempts of de-escalation. I think he's probably guilty. Was it 100% unjustified? Probably not, but nonetheless, it's I mean you got to try to de-escalate before you do anything. So it's kind of where I stand on it.
Do you think that do you think that because so a couple of things because maybe you're more educated on this than I am. In the state of Texas, because that's where this happened, is there an obligation to de-escalate in those situations? Because
Yes,
I
there's an
haven't.
obligation. It's an obligation to de-escalate. That's across the board in all 50 states. You don't have an obligation to retreat. There's a difference. Like you should always be taking the steps to. I mean, I don't know of a better way to say it. De-escalate, right? Like if tensions are high, yelling is happening, right? Weapons are involved. You want to calm the situation down at all costs. And if you do that, that will hold up in court, even if you aren't 100% in the right, right? If you in a state like Texas, Iowa, South Dakota, um, used to be West Virginia, right? Like the stand your ground laws were like the strongest. You would not have to like turn and run until you're cornered. Um,
His life wasn't in jeopardy.
it's nuance to it, and honestly, like the legal courts aren't there for you, right? Like if the prosecutors would find any excuse to try to pin you as a murderer. So like, I do have sympathy for him there, but at the end of the day too, like, bro was at a track meet at a school event in the opposing team's tent with a weapon. Like I mean, like that does not look good in court, and unfortunately, that makes
So
him guilty.
that's fine. So let me ask you this: what exactly gave you the inclination that he wasn't trying to de-escalate per the sources that we have currently?
Well, being that he was the one with the weapon, right, and that's just the facts we were given. He was in the position to de-escalate or escalate the situation. If the other person
Gotcha.
was unarmed, right? That's the only thing in court they will look at is that okay, he had a weapon, the Austin did not. So the only person that's capable of controlling the situation is the person with the weapon. He's considered the assailant in this specific scenario. Were Austin to pick up a chair or start to pick up another weapon himself and attack him, then it would have been a completely different story. But that's just not what happened. Regardless of what was said, or regardless of like the physical altercation itself, right? He still had a weapon, so that like I mean, to be honest, he's screwed in court. It's kind of what I'm getting at.
Does anybody else want to say
Objection,
anything before I?
objection,
Oh, go ahead.
ob-
Objection. Okay, go ahead.
objection, sir. How you guys doing? I'm California 46. Yeah, this is David and Goliath. David won, and I just believe that because David is black, he gets scrutiny for it. But if it was a Caucasian guy being attacked by a big, monstrous, greasy black man, we wouldn't be having this conversation. This conversation would have been unalived a long time ago. So that's what it's basically come down to because people are not talking about what happened before. Now, Carmela Anthony was accused of stealing some merchandise from the store. Therefore, the two brothers had followed him from the store. And as they followed him, Carmelo Anthony was speed walking to the track meet. And as he was speeding to the track meet, one of the tall um, barbarian YT man grabbed his backpack and
What
went
is
into the.
happening?
Yeah,
Let
because
me
he's
finish.
just
Let me
like at this
finish.
point,
Let me
what are you
finish.
referencing?
Wait, what
Let
is
me
happening?
finish.
Where's
Where
your
Let
did
me
you
source
get
finish.
this
at?
from? What
I'm
is
going to show
going
you my
on?
source. Let me finish. Let
It
me
better
What
not
is
be a
finish.
Facebook post.
Let me finish,
is this
please.
Twitter?
Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So he grabs his backpack puts his hand inside his backpack and pulls nothing out at all. And then Carmelo Anthony keeps on walking. So the two of them follow him from behind. Okay,
What a joke.
they then grab his backpack and take it from him. Okay, so you already have two infractions right there. Okay, trespassing and stealing from the white tee guy. Then they give him back his backpack, and because they were looking for something, they didn't find it inside his backpack. They gave him back his backpack. He took it, went to the bleachers. The two boys were told to go back and attack him again. Okay, and then they came up to Carmelo Anthony and was trying to assault him, and he said, "What? Touch me again, and you'll see what I'll do to you." Okay.
Which cannot be labeled as self-defense because you
I'm
had the
sorry.
opportunity to
You
retreat.
that went
He
on
was
long enough. You have
Yeah, because I
no
don't know if he's
fucking
talking about Rick
information on that
Chow
dog.
or
that
yeah.
wasn't the official statement. Like he was attacked in the opposing team's tent. So like yeah, I don't know what this guy was talking about. I never heard any of that before.
Yeah, because what was he going on about about him
I don't
being
even
followed?
know. You know,
I'm
okay,
ready.
like here's my thing though. Like I mean, without even trying to just act tough all the time. Like like you, who in their right mind really truly wants to hurt somebody for stealing, right? Like I mean, like in the moment, let's just say that this guy was speaking facts, right? And they were fucking with him. They took his backpack, right? Whatever. There's still certain aspects, right? Like he's in the opposing team's tent. First of all, like I mean, like if he was truly scared for his life to the point where he needed to retaliate with deadly force, he would not be in the opposing team's tent.
Sorry.
He would have left the track meet. You feel me? Like I don't know. This whole case just kind of I want to leave race out of it. Like it's bullshit that it's even there because like it's not even about race. Like it's just a textbook self defense lesson. To be honest,
But I mean, but like, is it really like people are talking about self-defense? When I really look to the case, I mean, is it really like it's not so disproportionate, right? If someone pushes you, if that's what was said, right? He was pushed. Someone grabbed his backpack on his back and just grabbed him. That does not mean that you get to like jab them in the chest with a knife. Like,
no,
Yeah,
I'll never
that's
take
not
somebody's
self
life for
defense.
pushing me, man. Like run the ones. You feel me? Like that's and that's the problem with like modern day society, primarily the youth. There's a lot of weaponry being used in altercations and stuff like that because like I mean you see this all over Chicago, right? Like I live here in Chicago, and it's almost every day you see some kids get into a fight, someone pulls out a knife, someone pulls out a gun, it ends the same, right? Like I mean I don't see how this was any different than you know what I mean, like than any other case that's white on white or even black on black, right? Like I mean the
He
evidence shows bro was in the opposing team's tent
Why do
with a
people
no
keep
weapon.
going to this opposing team state, bro? Like, have
no
you ever
there
been
was
to
no
a track
opposing
meet?
team.
Have you ever ran track?
I have,
Yeah,
I have.
Okay,
yeah,
so when you're at a track meet, kids intermingle all over the place. People are going to like the concession stand, like
yeah. That's fair.
different. So
That's fair.
think of like if your cousin is in a different team, if your cousin runs for a different school, or just your friend, anybody like any upperclassman, sophomore, junior, senior, if you run track for any amount of time, you know other people from other schools, and then like you're talking where you going to college, or if you like run, you know what I mean, on a, like
Yeah,
a
I
AAU
feel you,
team.
bro.
So all of this, he was in the opposing team. That's completely irrelevant to the fact. Like at the end of the day, the reason why
Oh
the self defense argument breaks down is like retaliation is not self defense. You can't make a statement of like, touch me and see what's gonna happen. That's a like not provoking, but it's like it's like a verbal warning. So it's like if you
yeah,
had time to have that verbal warning, you know there's some type of altercation. And like what I don't know who said it, but she was saying it's like the force. It's not equal force. For self defense, it has to be equal force, and you have to be basically in fear for your life to go to unaliving force. And
He
it's like
can
you
make
can't
the
yes.
just go
case that
like
he
somebody.
feared for his life. Like
I
he
mean,
can
like
make that
that's
case,
what
Not
I'm
be
but
scared,
You have a
not from two people. Like he
you have a
like, and
kid.
that's the hold on. Let me just say one thing real quick. Like being scared of getting beat up is not the same as being scared of being unalive. Like
saying.
if I get into it with two people and it's just them two. I don't see no weapons. I don't see, but it's like two people. I can say, okay, I was worried they were gonna jump me and I was gonna lose that fight. But in that situation, the law is gonna say, were you scared you were gonna be unalive, or were you just scared that you were gonna lose that fight? Because that is a fact.
Well, and like I want to, bro. I'm agreeing with you. Why I said like opposing teams tent was like what you were saying. If somebody was afraid for their life, they would not be still mingling at a track meet around, right? They
What?
would try to find their own people. They would have escaped the situation. Like that's what the
What?
court was looking for. And on top of that, too, Texas has a mutual combat law. So if they were to run the ones in that moment, there wouldn't have been like if they both agreed to not press charges, it would have been avoided. But he pulled
Yeah,
out
but
a
you have to
weapon.
agree to mutual combat. He doesn't have. He
So
doesn't have a
there's a
No, no,
couple
no,
mutual
of
no.
agreement.
things, as the host, give me 1 second. There's a couple of things that I want to address here. The first thing is that he can absolutely make the case for self-defense in the side of saying that he feared for his life. I had a friend who actually is no longer here with us, was hit one time in the head off of a punch, and he ended up dying at the scene at the bar. So it's absolutely possible that somebody can hit you and you can unalive from that. More importantly, is that he didn't necessarily agree to engage in that fight, predicated on what we see in the police report of him saying, "Touch me and see what happens." Now, you all can say that that's provocation. I've run this argument multiple times where I ask about police officers who are subject to the same laws, and unfortunately, people don't feel the same, right? It's a warning. We'll leave it at that. If they go with provocation, I would think that that's absolutely insane. But the simple fact that he made that statement indicated that he did not want to get into a confrontation with that person, because he was going to
Correct.
retaliate if that individual did something. Not saying, "Hey, I want to run up the
Yeah,
ones,"
but I
but basically saying, "Hey, bro, there's going to be consequences for your actions if you do this."
okay.
In the state of,
Yeah,
I'm
That's a
sorry,
absolutely.
I
limited
just want
response.
just let me land this plane real quick. In the state of Texas, there's no law for him to retreat. The only thing that is going to catch him up on anything, which I have not been able to see, is if there is a law within school policy, or within school policy, if they can tie that school policy to being subject to the law, and they can use the weapons argument in particular to say that it is 1000% illegal for him to have it on school grounds, not just against school policy. Now, if it's against just school policy, this man's got a case here. And even with that being said, if he has the weapon on school grounds and he's using it and that is illegal, I think the only thing that you can get him for at that point in time would be the weapons charge. You wouldn't be able to get him for anything as far as schmurder, because everything else
Yes.
within the law still applies with 9.31. So those
Thank
are
you,
the things we
host.
got to look at here.
Wait,
Thank
so
you
host,
very
do you
much,
think he's
I
host.
going
don't
to
think.
win or lose this case?
I think,
He's gonna
well,
win.
my personal opinion is that he's going to lose, and that's just because of racism. But
No. Okay. Okay.
I think if we take a look at previous cases, he ought win the case, right? Per
Okay.
no laws being broken, per what we have in the police report so far, unless any new evidence comes out so far, he should be a free young man. He absolutely
Okay.
should.
Thank you.
I think he's going
Absolutely.
to. I think he's going to lose the case, and I think he will serve time. I think I think it's possible for him to get a lesser charge, him to find him guilty
Yeah,
of lesser things. But I do think that he will go to prison due to the fact that
Wow.
his response was disproportionate to the threat that he was facing. He was facing a physical response, not a deadly one necessarily.
altercation.
And I think that he's ultimately going to lose on that because I don't think he's going to be able to prove that he needed to use deadly force. I don't think
Okay,
because there's
Max.
nothing to
Okay, Max.
stand on. Like, because it ain't no way. Like, even from like, if I was a
If
juror, right? If they told me, hey, like we got into a confrontation underneath the tent, right, and we requested that he leave, it got really,
Whoa.
hostile quickly. We like someone pushed him, someone grabbed his backpack, and then he, jabbed him in the chest and then ran away. I would have been
so
like,
I,
why
I'm
would you jab him in the chest? Why would you
Yeah,
do that?
I do have a
Wow.
quick question then. If I give you a
Yeah.
scenario, for example, right, young lady, right, she's 18 years old. Random man walks up to her, and he slaps her. Right, she has no idea what's going on. She's discombobulated. She turns around with the knife, and she jibby jabs him up. Right, he ends up
That's a
unaliving.
completely different
Will we say
scenario.
that? Well, no, I'm sorry, because we're talking about proportional, right? So
Yeah.
the encounter that she
That
was
is
in there would
proportional
have been
because
fit.
it's a man
I'm sorry.
versus a woman.
Right. Oh, so right. Okay. So can you show me where within the law specifically it makes the separation between men and women when it comes to excessive force?
Okay, see, that's a
Exactly.
disingenuous argument because when you
No, it
Exactly.
have
is
jurors,
not.
they're going to be
No,
looking
I
at
can
the
answer the
evidence.
question
This is
though.
what,
You
but this
have
is what they're going to be
jurors.
looking at the case, guys. Like if this
You
is what's
okay?
being
As
presented, this
in
is
the
what the
case,
rebuttal is
okay.
going to
Are you
be.
going to let me respond? You said a woman minding her own business, and a man comes up to her out of the blue and slaps her in the face. This woman
Yes.
has no. She didn't put herself in that scenario. She didn't put herself in that position, so she does not know. In that scenario, she has a fear for her life because A, she's a woman. Two, she was attacked unprovoked, no nothing. She did not put herself into that scenario. A juror looking at that is going to look at that scenario much differently than someone that put themselves in a situation, had ample time to think
Jacob,
about the
mute.
situation,
Mute, Jacob.
I'm trying, but
take out
oh wait,
a
got it.
poker, and then make a verbal warning, and then go ahead and do that after another incident.
Okay,
There,
well,
a
I'm
jury
getting
is
a
going to
little
look at that
confused now
differently.
because now you're bringing the other portions of the case into play. And the first argument that y'all brought
Why
to
you
me
getting
was it's
confused?
because she's a woman. That was the first argument y'all
Wait, but
brought
I
me.
didn't bring. Wait, hold up. That
From your
new view
host,
brung
you
you
brought
that
that
argument.
scenario up, and if
Yes,
you
I brought up the
jury look
scenario, and
okay,
you all
and
said
I'm
it's
telling
not
you in
classified as
law,
No, don't say you
disproportionate
all.
because it's
I
a.
did not.
I'm sorry,
I
not
did
okay,
not
not.
you in
for
particular. I
okay,
apologize. Whoever the person
I'm
was that
telling you
responded
in
said that.
law, women
Hey,
are
hey, hey,
viewed
host,
differently. It
it don't
doesn't have to
matter.
be written down verbatim.
You would
In
have to
law,
show me
women
Hey,
get
within
host,
lesser
Texas Penal
charge.
Code
They
where
get
that's the
lesser
case, buddy.
charge. I don't.
host.
Women,
Just
if you
say,
look
just
at the
say a
statistics,
woman.
women get
Just use a
lesser
woman.
charges. They get
It doesn't
less
matter.
time, even if they're convicted. Women
It,
are
it, um,
absolutely viewed differently in the law, in court, by jury.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
can I
not.
answer the question though? Because that
Yeah,
was a
you go
really
ahead.
good
You go ahead.
question.
Say it again and use a woman, so
Yeah,
they'll feel better.
I'll use a different scenario after she's done explaining. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would still say that it was disproportionate. Like if she ended up, unaliving this man, because once again, you just take into all things into consideration. What were your choices, right? Were you able to run? Was this person following you? What's going on? There's mitigating factors that I would want to take into account. But yeah, it's still disproportionate. If someone slaps you, right, you don't then jab them in the chest. Once again, it's not because you're met with physical violence, right? And it's to the point where it's unnecessary for you to even engage with deadly force. Like, I mean, like, if you get slapped, this happens all the time outside clubs, all that. Does that now mean that you can then jab someone? Yes, people get slapped, and it happens between both genders too. Interactions and
Where
confrontation
a
between
man
men and
just
women.
walks up to a woman
That happens all the too.
unprovoked for no reason
Men,
and
Hold up.
slaps her.
women have
Hold up.
slapped men countless amounts of
Uh-uh.
times, and vice versa for men slap women. Actually, I will argue that women slap men and engage in physical violence with them regularly because it goes unchecked. And men have this thing where it's like, I really don't want to put my hands on women, but sometimes it happens, and they start fighting. But that does not mean that now you can use deadly force to take out someone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is why, like, the Kyle Rittenhouse case was really important because people really don't understand like what self-defense truly is, like or like the way in which you go about it. Like, people automatically assume if someone just touches you, lays their hands on you, that gives you all grounds to do whatever you want, and that's not the case in the eyes of the law. Now,
Well,
I
no, it
understand
did for
people
Kyle
feel that way,
Rittenhouse,
but
and we could take that to be analogous too. Like Kyle Rittenhouse could have absolutely avoided the situation that he was in, and somebody
He
ended up
didn't have
throwing
a duty
something
to
at him, put
retrieve
his
it.
hands on him, and Kyle Rittenhouse turned around and took his life. So, I mean,
Yes.
and this is where I'm saying like,
Y'all are
and
conflating
hold on, give me just
three
no, I'm
very
not.
different cases.
No, we're not conflating things to be completely different.
Absolutely
I
are.
feel like honestly, I feel like honestly, a lot of times people try their hardest to try to show, oh, these are so majorly different, and no, they're not that much different, bro. It's a
They're
child of
absolutely
17
different.
years of age, right, who is at a place that he has a right to be at, right, has a weapon, people come and aggress upon him,
Exactly.
and then that individual takes their life. That is the summation
Had the
of the
rifle.
situations.
Kyle had the rifle. They saw that they were trying to take the rifle away from Kyle. That's like saying that they were trying to take the poker away from Mello, and Mello poked them. That's not what happened. You can't compare the
They didn't try
That's
to
what
cases.
I'm
take the
saying.
rifle
You're
from him.
conflating. different scenarios, different weapons,
This guy
different
tried to,
states,
they all
different
tried to
laws,
take the
just
rifle.
completely different scenarios.
No, it
This
wasn't. I
is what
watched the
happened to all
video.
three of
I
them.
know
They
about the
all got
Oh, it
case.
wasn't.
rescued
Okay.
because
I'm
they
Wait,
sorry.
all
hold
have
on,
So,
hold on,
so
hold
the
on,
Right, and
first, the
honestly,
first
hold on,
person
hold on.
within the first person in the Kyle Rittenhouse case is what I'm talking about, and that person you cannot substantiate tried to take his
Yes.
rifle.
tried to
You did
grab
not watch the
Kyle's
video if
rifle.
Okay,
that is the
hold on.
case. The only thing
That
that they used
PDF
as
file
evidence was
was they tried
gunpowder.
to steal Kyle's rifle.
Okay,
Wait, but
so
do you realize that
you're
Anthony? Hold up.
literally just fucking emotional pleading at this point.
Wait, but
Like
can I actually
I
give you
don't
I
some
even
details
care
about the
know.
anymore.
case?
Go ahead.
Can I give you some details about the case?
You're
The,
literally lying.
Dude, get off the
You're
I'm
dude,
not
lying
get off.
I'm not
to these
lying.
people. That case
I'm
was
not
heard.
lying. My
wait, but
guy,
That
Great
guy
has a
I'm
walked
not
point.
by whatever his
lying. I
name was,
don't.
a PDF file. He went, hold on.
Great.
Hold on.
You
That
referring to
PDF
the
file,
person as a PDF file is literally why I'm saying you're pleading to emotion.
he
Kyle
was.
Rittenhouse had no knowledge that he was a PDF file before he took the shots. You are pleading to emotion, sir.
You feel sorry for this
I don't feel sorry for the guy.
Can
guy.
we
Didn't
all
matter
I
what.
agree
am
that the Jews
assessing.
did
No, sir.
9/11?
I
The
am
Jews did
assessing.
9/11. The Jews did 9/11. Can we all
Awesome. Thank
agree?
you so much.
Look,
What I'm doing is
you
I'm
let's
assessing the circumstances that took place in that case, and
Kyle took
literally,
the rifle. They took that rifle away from him. The place he was supposed I was not supposed to be. They
is this
chased
guy
Kyle
skipping for
close
anybody else,
quarters.
or
They
is it just
tried to
me?
grab the rifle from him. Kyle shot him. Then Kyle, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Is this
You're
guy
really
skipping for anybody
frustrating.
else, or just
Yeah,
Then
me?
he ran
yeah,
to
he
the
needs to
police.
drop and come back
On the
up.
way to the
Okay,
police,
Great Scott, you're
and
skipping
then on
really
the way to
badly.
the police, he shot two other people. Blame my service.
Great, drop and come back up.
Okay, can I ask Max a question, please?
Yeah, go
Please.
ahead.
Max, you're chilling, right? And then you go to an event, and you're only what? How much you weigh?
I actually
Whatever
weigh
you
nothing. I
120.
weigh 104 and I'm 5'7",
Oh
so
wow, oh wow, good. And then you got a UFC 210 pounds woman with her twin sister come at you, and then say that your boy assaulted my boy, and then they hit you.
so they
Okay.
hit me because I previously had hit someone they cared about. Is that what you're saying?
No, no, I never said that. I just said
Oh,
that they're arguing that the game should have gone the other way.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and they come at you, and two of them, later on we find out that they know martial arts and all this stuff. But the woman is 210 pounds, and there's two of them coming at you, and you only weigh 104 pounds, and they're ready to beat you up.
Wait, for
Okay,
what? What did I do again?
they're upset that your son did something to them in the game. They
Oh,
didn't
okay. So
like
they
the way they
mad at.
didn't go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they're coming at you right now, and one of them hit you so hard you go dizzy. What are you gonna do?
Get beat up after that. What can I do? Do I have anything on me? Do I have a weapon on me?
So you're gonna let them just beat you up
I
so
don't
you
have a
would get
choice.
alive?
You're saying that these women are over 200 pounds and they have experience with
That you're
mixed
going to
martial
police.
arts. What can I
Huh?
do? And because you didn't even pose the scenario or the hypothetical with a weapon. So, like, there's nothing really I can do now in a court. Let's say I like unalive them because when they hit me, like I found something and I like jabbed them or like I had
You
them.
can't use a weapon if someone's heavier than you. If that other person has a weapon, then you can use a weapon. That's how that works. If someone's taller than you or heavier than you and they punch you, you don't have a justified reason to use a weapon.
Yes,
This
yes, you
Yeah,
guy's
did
this
just
is
because in
fucking
Texas,
that's
lying.
where my point
Yeah,
land,
This guy's
Papa.
just fucking lying.
Remember in
let me ask you a
Texas,
question. Did they
the
weigh in
woman that
before this happened?
wait, Bleach,
Did they
wait,
weigh in?
wait in Texas, wait. Remember that man that black man that parked in the handicap, and then that old man came over, the white tee old man came over and told the woman, "Hey, you need to get your vehicle out of the parking, out of the handicap, okay?" And then her man came over out of the store, and he was like, "Hey, why you talking to my girl
Oh
like
yeah,
that?"
he shot.
And
Yeah.
then he took the pew pew out and unalived the black man. Remember that? He feared for his life, and the black man didn't have no gun, no pew pew. I'm sorry, host. He didn't have no pew pew.
What was the
So
situation? How did that happen again? Say that again.
because the woman parked in the handicap spot, and the man got out and went into the liquor store or whatever, and then the old man came out of the liquor store and told the woman, "Hey, why you parked in the handicap? Get the hell out of the handicap! Get out of there now!" And then the man that got out of the passenger side came out of the store and said, "Hey, why you shouting at my girl? Man, get away from my girl!"
This sounds like a
Old
made up
man,
fucking story.
what?
No,
Oh
it's not. It's
boy!
actually a real case. That
Oh
actually
my
did happen.
God!
I know what case you're talking about,
God
and
damn!
I don't think. But did you ever? What happened in court? Do you know?
The white guy got free. He was free. He had the right to defend himself. He feared for his life, and he walked away free.
I know about the case. I haven't gone into depth about it, so I can't honestly say whether or not like I agree with
Well,
the
a
verdict
host
or
could look
not.
it up.
But
I know a host might know it. Yeah, yeah, it's a well-known
but
case.
going back to the hypothetical that you posed to me, no, I still would not be able to unalive them because they hit me or they make me feel a little dizzy, even if the weight distribution is greater, even if you can see it obviously. Once again, you cannot meet someone, you cannot do that. Like just because someone slaps you or punches you in the face does not mean you now get to unalive them with a weapon. Like
That's right.
that is not what that means. I know that's what I'm saying. People like think that self defense literally is someone touches me, yeah, I'm going to unalive them now. No,
But Texas, you can. Texas, you can hold your
North
ground,
Carolina is the same as Texas and
and you
stuff.
could
You
pew
got stand
pew.
your ground or you got
You got
the
pew
castle
pew
law.
if
Stand
you
your
yeah.
fear for
ground.
your
Yes.
life.
If you're met with deadly, that was not deadly force. That was
Yes, it was
this.
deadly for. The women
No,
just slapped the hell out of you.
you are
The other
no
one are
with
getting ready to attack you.
in your
They're getting ready to deal
hypothetical,
with you.
you never said that they were trying to unalive me. You said they were upset with me and they literally wanted to beat me up. That does not mean they wanted
Yeah,
to unalive me. And for the person that you're asking the hypothetical, you're saying, "Oh, you were in fear of your life." No, and the hypothetical that you're posing, not that I'm in fear of my life. I just know that I probably would lose a fight. Like it's literally, like, and you're in a public space. So if I'm in the stands and these people like punch me in my head and they see that I'm physically smaller and weaker than these people, someone's probably going to jump up to help me. I don't think anyone's going to sit there and watch someone who's like 210 pounds and like several inches taller pummel someone who literally cannot fight back.
Well,
Like,
that didn't happen on that train in Charlotte, so no one stopped that from happening.
yeah, but
yeah.
I will argue that's different because that man literally
Thank
had
you.
a knife. Like, what are you going to
Yeah, but
do?
the odds were against him, but everyone was afraid of him.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
but that I understand why they were afraid because the likelihood of you possibly getting jabbed is high because this person has a knife. Like,
Yeah,
but them recording it was so sick. You know what I mean? Like someone's laying there bleeding out. You didn't compress the wound or anything like that. But I don't know if that man would have came and tried to.
fucked up world we live in.
It really is, and it's shameful. Like, and I think Carmelo once again, a prime example of something blowing up into like an entirely different situation, just
Not
blowing
not
up.
not very many good Samaritans or Crusaders out there anymore.
Yeah.
But the comparison between him and Rittenhouse is so ridiculous because Rittenhouse retreated. Carmelo did not. That's first of all. There was no retreat on his part. He didn't try to get away. He was bloodthirsty. He woke up that morning wanting to unalive somebody. We all know this at this point.
I think that's wrong to say he woke up
You're
trying to.
so
I don't
He
think
was
dumb,
that.
dude.
He was
I
bloodthirsty.
swear, you're just so
Bleach.
dumb.
When you
I
say
watched that
You can
bloodthirsty, what like?
say I'm dumb, but I
Rittenhouse.
don't
I
know what
watched
you
that live the night that it happened. Live the night that it happened. I watched that live on YouTube. And yes, a mob of armed people came after him, and he had a justified reason to blow them away.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
They
think
had
Kyle Rittenhouse.
weapons.
Literally, he was
They
he
had
was
weapons.
being chased and hit with a skateboard. So like,
And I also
yes,
like
like
to know. Yeah, but hold on. I also
Yeah,
like to know: was there a scale? Did they have scales? Did they weigh in? Did Carmelo get weighed in before this happened?
No.
No, yeah, I guess they didn't
No,
get weighed
no,
in, so
no.
I'm sure that they knew what his weight was and all that stuff. Like that's not even a thing. That's not even a
Well, they're
thing at
big
all.
Do
boned.
you
They're
think that
big
people
boned, big
can't look
tall.
at other individuals and make assessments about them?
Yeah,
Whether
yeah,
it be
I'm sure that's what he was.
strength,
I'm sure
weight,
that's what he was doing. In his
height?
head, he was saying,
Come on,
"Ooh, he's
did you see
bigger
the
than
guy's
me."
legs and hands?
He
He's a
was probably just
lineman.
he
He's a
he was
football
also
lineman.
an athlete.
So
So
what?
He's
that
a
doesn't
football
mean
lineman.
So
yeah.
what?
So he was a
250
pussy.
pounds.
So
Yeah, he
what?
was also a pussy. Yeah, he
No,
was a
he's not.
pussy.
He's not.
So was Kyle
They were
Rittenhouse. That's
going
one
in.
thing we could say is analogous, right? Both of those
No,
guys
that's
were
not at
pussies.
all. Not at all.
No,
If
wait,
He
hold
Carmelo
was
on,
was a
hold
being
on,
pussy,
slow,
then
hold
threatened.
Kyle
on.
He was
When
Rittenhouse was a
being
you
pussy,
threatened
I
with
guess.
weapons.
Well,
Yeah, he was.
wait,
Kyle
hold, slow.
cried
I
on the
actually
fucking
didn't
stand.
put it down.
That's pussy behavior, my guy. Come on. We
Well,
don't
No,
do
That's
yeah,
how
that
you
because
win
he
a
here.
knows he's
case.
facing prison time, dude.
yeah.
Like, I think
No,
it's
it's
wrong
not.
to.
He's not facing no
That's
prison
the
time.
same
Don't say that.
reason why
No,
Second of
Carmelo
all,
during
asked.
You
during
got
the
second
you
of all,
guys are
trial,
crazy.
yes.
I
The
swear.
same reason why
second of
Carmelo
all.
asked if he's okay, because he knew what he did was wrong. It
Yeah,
wasn't
the
that
No,
he
same
he's
felt
not.
reason
bad.
that Kyle
He has
He
the
Rittenhouse
knew
right
went
he
to
to.
was
the fucking police officers after
All
what
right.
he
Well,
did
listen.
because he
I
knew that
hope.
he was fucking wrong. We could say the same thing,
Listen.
dude.
I just hope
This
that
is
he
getting
doesn't get off.
ridiculous.
I hope he doesn't get off because of
He is going to
racism.
get off.
I
He
hope.
is
I
going
hope.
to get off.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is
Well,
going
if
to
he
get
It's
gets
a
off.
off, then it's
fantasy.
racist. It's
He
racist if he
No,
is
gets
going
this
off.
to
is
get
the
off.
problem. You guys have to stop doing this because the same thing happened with Kyle Rittenhouse. The same thing happened with Rick Child. The same thing is happening now. Just because someone gets acquitted does not necessarily mean it's race related. You have to stop racializing cases. Both families literally have lost. And once again, I think it's wrong for you to say that Carmelo was bloodthirsty. That means someone is.
I'm sorry. In this in particular case, if Carmelo Anthony is found guilty, then it is because of racism. That's just how that is.
Yes,
I
it is.
There's
I
No,
nothing you
disagree
I
can
with
do
think
you
if
about
he's
You
both.
that.
found
gotta
not
be.
guilty, it's because of racism. Actually.
Well, that's a
You.
pretty stupid claim to make.
Well, I think
Okay.
your claim is. I think your claim is pretty stupid. I
Look,
think
look,
your
look at
claim is
look at
ridiculous.
Carmelo
If
Wait,
it's
please.
keep
Anthony
Do
saying,
you think
physique.
this case? Hold up. Do you think where's the racial aspect coming in for you in this
to
case,
be
please?
honest,
I'm really curious.
to be honest, I don't think there's any race. I was trolling, but Tom does believe this because he says it every day. He believes that if Carmelo gets any time, that this is racist when he
Yes.
doesn't even know all the. It's funny how you could say this because I can't say that he's guilty or not guilty.
It's racist.
I was fucking around. You don't know what happened. We don't have all the evidence, and everybody's passing judgment. There also
No, no,
was
no, no.
video.
I have
There's
evidence.
plenty of video. Hold on. No, you don't. There was plenty of videotape. There was one person that he had an altercation with. It wasn't many. So that's bullshit. So, but we'll see what happens. We'll see
Yeah,
what
Wait,
I
wait,
mean,
happens
wait.
when
The
we
all the
are
the
evidence.
interested
first
in
I'm
seeing
going
what
to
evidence
see all
happened.
the
was
What
evidence.
I'm
trespassing.
hold on, sir. What I'm
But
simply
you to say it's
stating
going to be
is
racist if you,
yeah, absolutely.
it's
I'm
well,
saying if
it's
per the
ridiculous.
information we have now, if there is more information that comes out
Do you
that
don't think there's more
indicates that he
information?
broke the law, then I would have no issue with saying that Carmelo Anthony needs to go to prison.
He wasn't
However,
allowed to have
I
that
can
knife on school grounds.
absolutely make a not illegal. I understand he
It
couldn't
doesn't
have it by
matter. It
school
was not
policy,
prohibited.
not illegal. The
Read
same
the law.
way
It
that
says
Kyle
for not
Rittenhouse
prohibited.
was not supposed to be in Kenosha that night, but it wasn't illegal. I
No,
agree with
he
you.
he was allowed to be in Kenosha.
No, he was not. There was a curfew that was
Sure,
put
he
in place
was.
at that time, and he was not allowed to
What?
be there. The same with the other thousands of people that were there that night. He was
Okay.
not allowed to be there.
Yeah, he
But
was
per
he
the
was
law,
underage,
he was
Is
but
that
able
racist,
to.
Tom?
No, I'm
I
not.
know
I'm
in
not
that
saying that it's racist. You're not letting me finish my statement here because you know I'm making a point. I am saying
no.
that per the information we have currently, per the police report, and per every other piece of evidence, I would come to the conclusion that he's an innocent man. There is no law that anyone can point to me that he has broken. If other evidence comes out and he broke the law, I would concede the point and I would say that he deserves to go to prison, right? However, if there is nothing new that comes into play here and he is found to be guilty just based off of the information we have now, that is unjust.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't send a man to
Wait, wait, wait.
prison
Wait.
without any laws being broken. This is the
It,
precedence that
there
has
is
been
another
set.
Yes.
there is
Correct,
another
correct. But
case like this
wait, wait, wait,
that the
wait,
guy got
wait.
10 years. So
The first assault was the YT guy going into Camelo's backpack. That's the first
he didn't
assault.
go
That's
into. He
no,
No.
he went
grabbed.
into
yes, he
his
Where
did.
are you
backpack.
Yes, he
getting
did.
this
He's
information?
Hold
Right,
on.
making this
Papa,
shit
you
up.
gotta
Okay,
stop, man.
what? Hold on. Let me go get it. Let me go get it.
Please.
And it better not
Because
be a
what the
Facebook
fuck?
post, please.
Or a
Yeah,
TikTok
it probably
stitch.
is. Or yeah,
Please.
he's making this up. That's
what
not
he
what
did.
happened.
No, he
Heels.
literally was like, "Oh, they have followed him from a store and they
It,
thought he stole something." I'm like, "That's a different case. I think you're referencing, but like, okay."
you got to remember, there's been a gag order on this case for what, 8 months? This is
Yes,
why no
because apparently they have footage of what happened, like
Of
during
course
the
they
day, like
do.
in the moment, and I wish I could see
Yeah.
it because I feel like that would literally that would bring down the tension of the race relation and like the aspect of the case because I definitely feel like
Well, you can't bring down race relations is
Be
when you
like,
have a
oh, that's
post
AI.
alive saying that if he gets if he gets any jail time, that it's racist.
He'll
So
get
the
you.
host himself is doing this.
Well,
That's-
Bleach, I have a question for you because another case just went by. Do you know the Rick Child
Yes.
case? Okay.
Yep.
How do you feel about the verdict, and do you feel like it was just?
Yeah, the verdict I think was just
I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I do think that the defense did not prove without a reasonable doubt that, or the prosecution, they didn't,
right. That's the
believe.
problem. They didn't.
Yeah. I do feel like they did, commit.
I don't think he's going to listen. I don't think he's going to get no 20 years or anything like that. But I think he's going to get. I mean, I think Carmelo's going to get some time. He might get 3 years, something like that. It's
Oh
not.
Do we
I
no,
don't think
feel
no,
he's going to
he's
get a lot
getting
of
more
time.
than a decade. He's getting more than a decade.
This is the way I look at it right here now. Listen to this.
It would be a shame. I mean,
If he walks,
not be a shame. I mean, it's a shame that he's so young and made such a mistake.
Yeah.
this is the way I look at it. If he walks, he may have to relocate. He's going to have a target on his back the rest of his life. If he goes to prison, there's a good chance there's going to be some rioting. And that's all the way. That's the two scenarios I look at.
But I mean, like Zimmerman and Rittenhouse, they literally are fine. I don't see anyone, no one, especially Zimmerman. I haven't seen any, like,
You know what was funny about Rittenhouse? When
what?
when it first came out, there were people who thought that he shot somebody that was black. It was all over the place, and people were losing their minds until they found out. I didn't think they found out till like a day later, but at first that did come out.
Oh, because literally what had happened was it was
Yeah.
during, BLM
Mhm.
protesting that era, and it
Yeah.
was really,
Yeah.
oh my God, the race relations were really bad. I still feel like, once again, he's used as a way to.
Yeah, 2014 through 2019, 2020. Yeah, that was just a freaking black
If you
eye.
don't think race relations are bad, just scroll up and down TikTok all day.
Yeah.
No, scroll up and down Twitter, and that's what I'm saying. People have no
And
idea how,
Twitter.
like,
Yeah, both.
But,
Yeah,
I
same
mean,
thing.
in reality, I don't even see this kind of racism between people in reality, though. I mean, like, I live out in the country, but also I work in the city, and it's like I see people coexist.
talk about politics, you'll see.
Well, that's because people can talk online, but you realize this is what's in their hearts, right? They could talk online without repercussions, because they can't go out and say this shit in the streets because they'll have repercussions for their actions.
Right.
Either way.
So I mean, the racism
but this is what they think. Instead of, like you said, listen, I was fooling around before the days of blood Thursday. Listen, the thing is, I don't know. I want to see all the evidence, just like any other case. I want to see all the evidence, because every time you think something, that you think you know something, you wind up, they have a trial and you didn't know half the shit that happened. And that's the case all the time.
Yeah.
Host, but can you please go into detail as to why, if you were to receive a guilty verdict, it would be also, because I don't know if you're saying only because of racism or partly because of racism.
Yeah, again, predicated on all the information we have. When I go to every law that is on the book currently, there is not one that I can point to that he broke. Per 9.31, per 9.32, we could go to the definition of location restricted knives, which means that he was allowed to have it legally. We could take a look at self-defense. We could take a look at the fact that he did not have an obligation to retreat. We know that Austin Metcalf was the aggressor in the situation per the police reports. And we also know that per school policy, that has no bearing so far. Again, I haven't been able to see this, but so far, on any type of laws that can be thrown at him, because there's also the multiplier that can come into play in this situation as well if he did break a law on school grounds, because that upgrades things. For example, a class C misdemeanor goes to a class A misdemeanor if it's committed on school grounds or government property. I've gone through every single law that I can so far. My guy, I'm gonna have to drop you down because I don't think you know about the case. If you're asking me if this was done at a school, that's embarrassing.
Wait, but do you think he was justified in using deadly force? That's
yes.
Okay. On the basis
again,
of
on the basis that our country has shown that if someone aggresses upon you, you have the right to defend yourself, right? The
Yes.
Kyle Rittenhouse, again, I'm showing as a prime example.
Like
Doesn't
that's not
matter
the
about what
same.
statements were made, but we just showed the analogies. The only fundamental difference that you can give me in the case is that one guy had an AR-15, the other had a knife. That's it. Everything else is pretty much similar, right?
He was running
Certain
away.
things were.
No, he was running away from his attacker, and also he actually got assaulted. He got struck with a skateboard, and these people were still
No,
pursuing
no,
him
no, no,
after he
no.
was running
Right.
away.
The cow. Right. I'm not denying the running away portion, but the skateboard came into play after. I'm talking about the first interaction with Kyle Rittenhouse, right? Yes, he was running away, but in the state of Wisconsin, I believe that you're supposed to not only retreat, but you're also supposed to give verbal confirmation of disengaging with that conflict, right? Regardless, doesn't matter. We could say he was running away. Fine. That's fine. Okay. He was actively running away from the situation. Okay. Outside of that, there is nothing else that I can look to where this would be different, because what you guys are talking about, or at least what other people have brought up, has been disproportionate force. No, because these guys hit Kyle Rittenhouse with a bag, threw a bag at him, and then went to go tackle him or push him or whatever the case may be. And as soon as Kyle Rittenhouse turned around, he took his life. He was in fear of his life, right?
But he act okay. But when it comes to like weapons, like he act. The reason why I wouldn't say that or use as a way to like make it seem like the two cases are comparable is because like he actually did get hit with something. He got hit with a bag. They grabbed. They didn't reach into his bag. They grabbed his book bag. And honestly, okay, if you were in his position, do you honestly think you would be in the right to like take this person's life? Like genuinely
Morally,
speaking,
no. I would have walked away from that situation.
do you think that? Do you think that's the most preferred choice? Do you feel like
For some people, yeah.
okay,
But
right?
but
Because
but
you're
but I
right. It
just want to
is
be clear.
like
We're,
it's
we're
yeah.
not going based off of how I feel or my morals or what I would have done in the situation.
You're
We're
Thank
right.
going
you.
based off of the law. What does the law say he has to do?
What is the law?
But that's what I'm saying. The jury's going to be hung up
Hey,
on whether or not like it was really like reasonable or like he was truly in fear of his life. Because if I'm thinking logically, like there's no way you think that you are going to be unalive by simply
That
having your
would
book
show a
bag grabbed.
very biased jury. Then, if it's
I mean, the
predicated on
jury,
the
there's
information
going to
we
be a
have
little bit of
now,
bias in the
and they
jury,
come
though.
to but that's where the issue comes into play. There's not supposed to be bias within this. We are looking at whether someone broke the law, and it's that simple.
I think
hey
what the
T-Bone,
jury's
did you hear that? Did you hear that
Yeah,
the
but
defense is gonna focus on the size difference between the two?
No,
no,
Are they?
it's
no,
not that big
no,
of a differential for them to
not at
focus
all.
on it.
So I didn't
I
see
mean,
that
that's what they
within.
focusing on, and they're
he
gonna
Let me
wasn't.
get.
see this.
He's cooked. He's cooked,
All
bro.
right,
If they gonna
guys, this is
focus on
redundant.
that,
I'm out.
he's
Dude,
cooked.
he was 2 inches. The other dude was 2 inches taller than him.
I
You're
know.
making
That's
this
what I'm
like he
saying.
was.
They
You
cooked.
act like he was the guy was 8 foot tall and 1,000 pounds. It's such a ridiculous thing. Such
Yeah,
a ridiculous
you
thing.
don't have a right.
He
You don't have
raised all that money, and that's the best defense they
because
coming up with.
you don't have a right to do that.
Yeah.
And anybody who thinks that you can use a weapon because
Hey
someone's
Don, like I said, do you think they had scales there? Were they weighing them in before this happened?
this is
I
the way it
don't
is.
think so. Shit.
Wait, but I want to go back to Bleach because you said he was bloodthirsty. Why did you say that?
I was trolling. I wasn't serious.
Okay, I just wanted to
I
make
just did
sure.
that. I just did that to get Tom's blood pressure up.
Yeah, no, I just, it's, I've heard for months on end people say like, oh, if someone's taller or heavier than you, then you do have the right to use a poker. I'm like, all right. I mean, like you can do that if you want to, but I mean, on your end, it's probably not going to work out for you too well.
But that's why you use mace. Like, what happened to mace and tasers and I don't know, like running? Like, whatever happened to that? Too many people
Opening
are.
statements are
Earlier when
expected
Crystal told
tomorrow
you
or
that like someone
June
comes up on
4th.
you,
I don't
And
see anything
either
here
you're
that's
fighting or
showing
it
that they're
doesn't cause
going to
law.
go with the
Yeah.
case that
I'm gonna.
was bigger than them. So
Yeah, but I'm also going to say that
That's what they reported on.
you would think that if, I mean, to unalive him, the amount of force that he must have
Yeah.
did that with too is another thing. It wasn't like he just poked him to get him away or poked him just to jab. I mean, he had to use a tremendous amount of force, swung that thing really hard to have done that.
Yeah, it went through the chest wall, right? Like
Yep.
through the ribs.
It only took one. He only
Jury selection
jabbed
is
him one.
underway in the Frisco ISD trial.
If I knew, I wish I was a juror, low key, but I know I can't be.
I know it would be
Know
great
how
if
big
this
this
was on.
smoker was
This
to
would be
get
a great trial to see, but we'll
all
never
Because
that.
I
see
want to
it.
know all the details.
They coming.
Well, I guarantee they have a lot of video.
Because
We
there's
know
no
they have a lot of
way. Like,
video.
how could you? I don't get how
This
people could think that he was justified in doing that. Like, why didn't you just fight? Like, what? What was the why? Like,
I
All
really
let's say is
hope
the
that we
media
get
that saw
all
the
of
video.
the
All of
information
you folks who fight like a man and run
right
away and
after the
call.
verdict.
That's what you do.
okay.
There should be someone that transcribes everything for us. That would be amazing. So we go back and read everything.
He's about to get
I
it.
mean, it's going to be well reported, though. It'll be everywhere. We'll be able to read it.
Like,
This is like an open and shut case. Ain't too much. Ain't too much to think about.
Well, his claim is self-defense. They didn't use the what's that other thing they could have used? The multi-person doctrine. There's something else that he could have used, and they didn't use that. That hasn't come out. Like there were multiple assailants, so they're not using that.
yeah, because they can't. Certain, of course, the defense isn't going to use certain things that they know they cannot prove. Like, I mean, like it probably
Right.
wasn't. They have video recordings that we don't have access to. So, and it probably shows that it was only one person that was engaging physically with him at the time of when he, bludgeoned them, or not bludgeoned.
And Camelo evidently was smarting off. It wasn't only if you read the whole thing; he was talking shit too. So it wasn't like they were just on top of him and do. He was talking a lot of shit. Evidently.
Well, that's not illegal. So, regardless
No,
of
no, no, no.
what
I
they
know,
said,
I know. Yeah, I know.
That's the reason why they
It's
wanted
not
him to.
illegal, but oh yeah, go ahead.
That's the reason they wanted him to leave because he was talking reckless, as in he was making unaliving threats. Probably, that's what kids do when they're upset with each other. Is they threaten to unalive each other.
Well, regardless of that, if he's talking shit, knowing that he has this weapon,
That sounds
I
premeditated.
mean, I don't think this makes him look good.
He's
I don't
provoking.
think. But was he really? But was he really talking shit, or was he literally just saying, "Hey, like, do not
That's what
put your
they.
hands on me under any circumstances.
No,
Do
no, no.
not touch me."
Prior to that, prior to him even getting
Like
into
when
that
he's
location,
down behind everybody
said
and
he
all
was.
that.
Okay, well, I want to know what the comments were because, like, what, like,
Yeah.
at track meets, like, that's so weird for like.
Again, we're gonna find this out when they start
Nervous.
the trial. We're gonna find all this stuff out.
If
This
they
is why we don't know.
I mean,
We
that
know
means
like bits and pieces of shit, right? We didn't see the video, but the media seen the video, and from what the media is saying, there was nothing going on. Like he wasn't being attacked or anything. So I don't know.
And no offense, like, I don't know how the demographics of the team, but like, host, I don't know if you feel like any way about this because I assume that you are black. Do you feel like he should have known better than to like go sit under like a predominantly like white team's tent that wasn't his? Because I feel like why would you like go into a space like that? Because I would already feel like there would be hostility towards me, even if that weren't the case. Like that's just how I feel internally, and I don't know if he had that same thing. I know it doesn't justify anything, but I'm saying like, do you feel like he could have like just avoided that by simply not being in a space like that?
If you play team sports, then you know not to go to the other team's side.
He
Like a
knew he
fight
wasn't in
is.
his tent, and he was asked to leave. He should have just left. I mean, he wouldn't be in this. Somebody would be alive today, and he wouldn't be in this situation.
When I played football in high school, we stayed having fights with other teams.
Wait, host, are you here or are you like? I think he's gone.
He probably
Yeah, I'm
looking
still
up.
here. I'm just looking into a couple of things on the case.
no
Oh,
about
okay.
that size thing and all that. I mean, like I was always a tall, skinny guy when I was in school, and then so there were times I was getting in fights with people that were shorter than me and weighed less than me and stuff. We didn't use any weapons on each other because that's just, you just didn't do it. But if I did beat up on someone that was smaller than me, chances are I have more detention time than they do. And that's how that was back then. But that was 20 years ago. So, I mean, yeah, I went to OSS for a whole week because the kid that punched me first, I knocked him around real good and he lost all his piercings on his face. And then he got 1 day of detention for starting the fight. I went to OSS for 5 days. But
That stopped in the like I want to say like late '80s, early '90s. People stopped fighting each other hand by hand, hand to hand. That shit stopped. Everybody's started,
no, no.
pew pew with him.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for other school districts in the cities and stuff like that. I mean, I grew up in upstate New York, an hour south of Buffalo. So, I mean, like, my school district.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not like it's too much. Like, why are people always like fight? It's like certain things like you don't have to fight about it unless someone actually like attacking you. Like, for real. Like, why?
But young men, it's called testosterone.
I know, but like it's also called being an idiot too. Like, we can't just say like testosterone is everything. Like, you have to stop making split, quick decisions like this without fully thinking things through. Like, you have to stop.
Right, but that's why that famous. There's a famous saying. It's an old saying. It says teenagers can't see around corners.
No, but they
So
actually
they think
can,
that-
and we.
no,
That's
they
what I'm
actually
saying.
can't. They actually
No, they
can't.
actually can, which is why we charge them as adults. Like we don't say like, oh, they're kids. Well, they can't be charged as adults because they don't know. So that's not true. We actually do treat them like that, and we should be treating them like that more times than not. Because teenagers, I feel like the whole thing, teenagers and children, their terms are used synonymously, but some like I feel like infantilizing teenagers, like especially high schoolers, is such like a terrible thing. As a young person myself, it's just like, dude, like these are not like 5-year-old, 9-year-olds. Like they actually do have some sense, and they're intentionally like they're intentionally being stupid just so they could be perceived as like kids. Just like
They know the difference between
They know
right
they
and
go
wrong.
get away with it. Or they think
like
they'll get
literally,
away
there are
with it.
juveniles who say, "Yeah, I did it because I knew I wasn't even going to be charged. Oh, I'll be out by the time I'm 21." Or like, "Hey, like I'm not going to get this much. I'm going to juvenile court." Like,
The funny thing is, I hear when I always this part of this. There's only one part of this case that I find really when people get really biased, as when they said that he asked how Austin was, right? That he was concerned or whatever. He could have been concerned about himself getting in trouble. So him asking how he was doesn't mean anything to me. It could be either way. Why he was asking that?
yeah, I think he was asking because I think he knew that he
Did something
fatally. No, I think he knew that he probably fatally injured him, or like it was a possibility based on like.
I doubt. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would doubt that he would know that.
No, I don't think he knew. I think he wanted to know whether or not it like he had unalived him because in my head I'd be like, dang, like I literally like jabbed him in the chest and like I don't remember how hard I did it or if I don't know if I fatally injured
That wasn't
him.
a jab. That wasn't a jab. There's no
No,
way.
I didn't want to say like the other
Yeah,
words.
yeah. I know. I know what you're saying. But it had to be. He had to be trying.
Yeah.
Maybe he was angry. Maybe he was angry.
I don't know what type
Seems
of
to me he might
knife
have been.
it was. I have no idea what type it was. I really would like to know that because like it's like a box cutter that must have been painful. Like, it's just like, but why though? Like, I just.
Well, first,
I think a
the other
box
thing
cutter
is
would have went
too.
deadly.
How did you think you were going to be unalive? How did you have fear for your life? You're in a tent with a whole crap load of people. Like it's not like you're in an alley by yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like if you're being honest, you would
I can
say
see
like,
you would be scared. Sure, that's
yeah,
normal.
yeah. I feel like if you're being really honest with yourself, like, there's no way you could have believed. Well, there is a way. That is true. There is a way. There's a possibility. But like, did you really honestly think that this person was gonna unalive you? Like, did you really think that? Like,
I agree
wonder
with
if he.
Bleach.
You
I
know
agree
what's
with
funny? I
Bleach.
wonder.
I think Bleach's original statement was right. This
He's
kid was
bloodthirsty.
This kid, yeah, is fucking bloodlusted, bro.
oh my
Man got
god,
his
here we
fucking
go.
man got his adrenaline up, and he just resorted to his nature.
Look.
You know how
You know
they
right
do.
now.
Oh my god, no, I know you're a rage baiter. Oh my god, yeah, I remember you now.
You think I'm a rage baiter?
Yes. What's your name? Your name's Tyler, because your username's different now.
My name is Blyler Tuntman.
No, you use a different name. I forgot which one. I forgot which account you usually on. You usually have like a bald, like tan man as your profile.
I
Find that.
usually have a bald tan man. You think I just made him up?
Hey, Tyler, you think the defense
Yeah,
is
I don't
going to
know.
find out
Probably.
that he had a whole manifesto?
Do I think what?
You think the defense is going to find this whole manifesto that Carmelo had?
What's
Maybe
the manifesto?
that he had planned this out, that he wanted to do this.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no. I don't think that at all. I think he was probably just trying to be a badass. I think that, maybe something happened, this fucking mom or stepmom or something like that. And you know how kids be at that age, especially 17, and I don't know. Took it. Maybe he was threatening some people. People were threatening him. Maybe who fucking knows? Either way, I think this kid is cooked, and I think that he needs to face justice, man.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Honestly, I feel so. I feel bad for him though a little bit because like this could have easily been avoided if you just like kept your cool. Like even if like you had to fight, like what's wrong with fighting? This you
Yo,
win some, you win some.
if I was his brother, I'd be feeling real good.
Which
I'd be
one?
like, it doesn't matter. I'd be like, yo, listen,
Wait, which brother?
damn,
The brother of
damn,
the person who like.
damn. No, the brother of Carmelo.
Okay.
So I would definitely be feeling real good right about now because I'd be like, damn, my brother, he fucked up. But listen, we got 600K, baby. So, I'm getting a new car. You know what I mean? I'm making sure that motherfucker's got some nice wheels on it. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother for allowing me to get a nice ass whip in this tragic time.
Oh,
Isn't she like in elementary school though? Like I thought she was young. Oh, wait.
Listen, I'm planning ahead, baby. I'm planning ahead. Maybe I get a really nice go kart. I don't fucking know.
oh shit! Now I get that Yerf dog. Oh, never mind. They don't make those anymore.
I'm getting something. Listen, if my big brother had unalived someone and we got 600K, I'm getting something.
Oh yeah, got to go get that Players RZR. Yeah.
I want the gold edition of GTA 6 when it comes out too.
Well, there's a gold edition GTA 6, kind of like a Zelda or something.
I want the best one.
But I don't get why is the money part like see a lot of people bring that up like
Well, I mean, like I was on a different panel where like some guy was trying to bring up the money on an all black panel, and people ate him alive, and so I had to Google it to be all like, okay, I got to figure out like what did Carmelo's family actually do with the money, and then Google took the side of Carmelo's family. Never mind, I'm just being facetious, but no, they were really using the money for legal fees and protection and security and all this other stuff because they're all in fear of their lives. And, I guess like the house and the Cadillac Escalade was something prior to the GoFundMe. So
yeah, I did hear about that. That car purchase was prior to.
it's a
Wait,
nice
how do you
estimate.
guys feel about Chet the Builder's case?
I don't know shit about it. And I
Okay.
don't care. I'm not going to pay attention
Well,
to it.
I'll tell you what I think about Chud. I mean, from what I first said, I was like, he's guilty. But after hearing what actually happened, I think he might get off.
I mean, so the guy was physically provoking people or was verbally provoking people with racial.
Well, we don't technically. I mean, probably based on his history, but we don't actually know it in this case.
Right. I just want to.
But yeah, but I also think there's the reports of this guy who wanted, like this guy had made some social media posts that he wanted to get him. And
I don't think that's going to matter, especially like we would just say, well,
well, it
Chud,
it
Chud has
does.
made Chud has made Chud has made the same thing, saying that he's going to unalive someone dead chimp. I mean,
Right,
I
right,
don't I
right.
don't think that's going to matter.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
but I'm saying it would. I think it would counter what this guy said. It would be like it would nullify each other, right? And
not
then the
necessarily.
fact of the matter that the guy tackled him. So I was wondering how he pew pewed himself. Now it makes sense how it could have happened.
But think about it though. Once again, like think about like the Carmelo Anthony case. Like even if like that the Metcalf boy like tackled him, that does not now mean that you have the, like that does not mean
Particularly
you
if
unalive
if
people.
Chud
Yeah,
if Chud had already brandished to this individual. I mean, you could definitely argue, man, this man has a history of fucking trying to antagonize people,
I don't think
of
he
saying
did
that
though.
he's gonna say he did. It's in the fucking affidavit.
That he brandished the weapon to him,
Yes.
and then the guy tackled him. Then
It says that they brandished the firearm and then a physical altercation ensued.
okay.
So his goal was to verbally say some things to instigate, one or more people to approach him.
Well,
Is
no,
that
but
what?
also the guy came up to him. He walked away. He walked away from the guy, so he retreated. Chud did,
Okay.
and then the guy came back up after him. So that's why I think this is going to be could be a problematic. He could get off.
That's so, I don't know. Like the only things that I know
I don't know.
is,
This doesn't add up. So he walks away from the courthouse after initially going up to this guy, which that's what Ched said in his own live stream, that he approached this guy who was pointing and laughing, and then
Yeah,
he left to go to his car. He didn't get in his truck. He just got his firearm from his truck, and then what had this altercation with this individual, then brandished
the
his
guy
firearm.
followed him.
The guy followed him.
Yeah,
So what? Let's say
he
that's
didn't go
true.
back.
So
He
what?
didn't go back to the guy. The guy came to him.
No. Let's say that that's true, which I don't think it
Yeah,
is. But let's just say that it's true. Okay, so he goes to his truck to get his firearm, but he doesn't get in his truck.
yeah.
Okay, so how does he have reasonable? How is this? How is this reasonable for him to use unalive? So he goes to his car, he gets his firearm, then he brandishes his firearm. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's doing anything. I don't understand. Like how is he? How is he thinking something bad is going to happen? It doesn't seem like he's doing anything to mitigate these circumstances. Seems like he's engaging
Yeah.
in a confrontation.
No, I hear you. I maybe I heard it wrong.
No, I mean, there's a lot of stories,
I don't
and
know.
Chud's going to say whatever Chud's going to say. I'm just basing it off of what they said in the affidavit, and I'm just like, okay. So, I mean, we have to figure out like we know that he didn't. We know that he didn't have a firearm in the courthouse. So either A, somebody handed him a firearm outside of the courthouse, seems unlikely, or B, he went to his truck to get it. But then the affidavit says that he brandished. So that he was standing in a bladed stance, gripping his firearm towards the black guy, and then a physical altercation ensued.
Which is like, well, like it's just like why? Like if you know you just came from the courthouse, why would you do that? Like, where's the logic? All for the clip, all for a live stream. Like, do you not
I
care about your
mean,
life? Like,
think of it this way: you got a veteran, right? So you got a veteran. They're trained to unalive people, okay, which is fine, but they're trained to eliminate threats. So you see this guy, and maybe you're getting into a heated debate or argument or whatever. And this guy that has been doing all these XYZ things, and he's brandishing a firearm right there in a threatening manner. And as a veteran, like, I don't see why it would not make sense for him to initially tackle this guy to try to, like, this guy's threatening me with a fucking firearm. I'm gonna disarm this motherfucker. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
That seems reasonable to me.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, like some things are just so complicated, but I just know with when it comes to proportional stuff, it's just I just know, like, if one person is unarmed and another person is armed and stuff, and if some guy approaches you unarmed with the intention on fighting you and stuff, I just know that you don't have a right to use a weapon. It's either you fight or you run away and call the law. That's all I know. And that's just how I was taught by police
Uh,
and all that. So
so I carry, right, but I understand. Like, I don't want to go to prison, dog. Like, I don't want to go to prison, right? So
exactly.
I want to make sure that if I pull out my firearm, I'm only going to do it if I believe that I can use it. I'm definitely not going to brandish it because I know that's illegal. That's
Right.
probably just going to escalate something anyway.
Never flat.
And
Hard
yeah,
ass.
yeah. So like, yeah, like I want to make sure that if I unalive you, I'm getting away with that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it says that he threatened him immediately before. He threatened Chud immediately before
what says
the
that he threatened him? What says he threatened him? Chud says he threatened him.
No, it said the threatened live stream and Chud the Builder immediately before the pew pewing. The confrontation, the altercation happened outside of
No,
Montgomery.
who's claiming this? That's what I'm asking.
I'm trying to see who it was.
Where the fuck are you reading it, Leash?
CNN. Be a CNN.
I'm not. Come on, stop.
Wait, but host, are you back?
If
Oh,
some
awesome.
if some whack job with a claw hammer comes after me, I'm sorry. I'm pulling out that 357. I'm putting you down.
Yeah, I
Wait,
am
Blunt
not
Man.
believing anything from CNN.
Blunt Man, I have to ask
No,
you
I
a
hear you.
question. I want you to answer this real quick. So
What
before you
woman?
before I really want to know if you're black so bad, but I don't think I'll ever know.
I am. I look exactly like the guy in my fucking photo.
Okay, I hope you're telling the truth because I have my doubts. But anyway, that the point is the host thinks that if Carmelo loses this case, it could possibly also be due to racism, due to what he has found in the penal codes for Texas, according to the case. Do you
No.
think that there's any racial aspect taken into consideration when it comes to this case?
No, Tbone constantly looks for things to be racial um, because he's a typical black. He may be a little bit more monotone from time to time, though he gets emotional like a typical black. He's just looking for a reason to back up this black kid. And he's not seeing things clearly and objectively. So, no, what he's saying is absolutely untrue. Nothing racial.
How do you feel about that Rick Child case?
I haven't looked too much into it when it happened. I remember that it seemed odd to me. It seemed like this kid is fleeing. First, I I have to try to look at it from either a moral position or a legal position. Like morally, it seemed, why are you chasing this? I mean, he's in eighth grade. It's not like this kid looks like he's fucking like in college, right? So he's an eighth grader and you're chasing him because you think he stole a bottle, which he didn't, by the way, that you think he stole a bottle of fucking water. Okay. So
Less than $1, by the way.
You chase him out, probably cost them a nickel. So you chase him, not just out of the, actually, you don't even chase him out of the store, he leaves the store. You chase him off the property, two people to, what were you attempting to do? Like, and so, and now I'm thinking about it, it's like, well, am I, is it reasonable for me to believe that these two crazy Asians that are chasing me, you know what I mean, are going to really fuck me up and do serious bodily harm to me? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. And then it comes to like being shot in the back. That seems weird too. Now they argue that the kid was like, you know, turning around while fleeing, like with one arm and waving a firearm. I guess, maybe. I don't seem that to be probable, but okay. And then the guy fires. I mean, I guess technically you can legally do that to someone in the back in South Carolina, but I don't know, man. It seemed weird that he just got off. I thought he was going to be guilty. So.
Same. Hey. But that case to me is more racially triggering than this one is. But it's really weird. Honestly, he's guilty. I feel, it's so sad. He threw away his life.
I've been on some really ridiculous panels and stuff like that. You know, like a whole panel of people said that if Carmelo goes to jail, then we're gonna riot Frisco. And I'm like, listen,
You're gonna riot anyway.
There's people in Frisco or in Texas in general, and they're waiting for just such an occasion to use their castle law. You know, like that could be like a whole lot of rioters unalived. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I know it's wrong for me to think this way, so I try not to, but I can't help it. You know, I almost hope that they do buy it, and I hope that they do get put down. You know, because these are the people in society we don't need anyway.
Wait, who is like what group of people do you want to be put down again? I don't. Okay.
I think he says rioters.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't actually. I don't know who you're talking about.
He just means rioters. Yeah, I'm trying to cover for you, man. Chill out, dude.
Yeah, rioters. Yeah.
Oh my god. No, that's not necessary. I think there are going to be people who are upset about the verdict, but the way that people carried on before the case or before I learned about it, they made it seem like it was clearly like the best option was for him to use deadly force. Like he had no other choice. But now looking at it, like I'm just like, how could you even think that? Like, there's no way that you really thought that. Because the host thinks like he genuinely felt like he was like his life was possibly going to be taken, but I mean, like I understand that it's like that he could really be thinking like that, but like, did you really think that you were going to lose your life like after someone grabbed your backpack like at a track meet? Have you never been in a fight before?
Sometimes I think that I'm the only good black. I think that sometimes.
Yeah, you're probably a pick me.
A pick me.
Yeah, pick
What does
Misha.
that? What does that mean?
You say, oh, I always think sometimes I'm like the good black. What does that even mean?
Oh, I'm asking you. What does a pick me mean?
Oh, a pick Misha?
Yeah. What is that?
Do you know who what's it called? What's her little cast? You know who Sprinkle Sprinkle is?
Do I sound like I know who the fuck Sprinkle Sprinkle is?
That's why I'm asking you.
No, I don't know your ghetto people.
Oh well, Shara Seven, she's pretty classy. You should look her up. She has more in-depth knowledge on pygmishas and their pathology. So, if you really want to know, you really
So
want
you
to.
don't fucking know. Okay, so you're saying terms you don't understand.
No,
So
pygmisha. I'm pointing you to a more
you use
pristine
I don't
source.
you use the fucking term. What do you mean when you say that?
Look, a pygmisha is not necessarily a bad thing. You need to go to Shara Seven's page and
What do I no,
depth
listen
on
really carefully to the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you, what do you mean when you say it?
what Shara Seven means.
Great. What does she mean?
That's what I'm saying. You need to go to her page
So
and
you
look into
don't
depth.
know, bro. Stop saying terms that you don't even understand.
A pygmisha.
Why do you blacks always do that?
Well, first of all, how can you even assume my race? Like,
I can hear the slave chain rattlings in your voice, ma'am. I know you're black.
well, you could be wrong. So,
I'm not wrong.
okay, well, you don't know.
I no, but I do know.
You said you're 100% sure.
I am. If I could be more than 100% sure, I would be.
Okay, well, that's impossible for you to be 100% sure.
I understand that. That's why I said if.
You said if you could be more than 100% sure, not.
Yes, that's a hypothetical. I said if it would pop, bro. This is why I don't talk to these blacks, especially not black women.
You know what? I don't think that you're black. There's no way.
I don't know. I've been here. I've been here a couple of times. I'm sure you could ask anyone else on the panel.
Remind me of no, not Myron. No, you don't. Sorry.
Myron, no, not Myron. I think
Why?
Myron says a couple of things. Myron looks fucking Indian to me anyway. But I think Myron says a few things that I agree with. I mean, I might agree with like 50% of the things that he says or does. The other 50% I don't. He was finally the first person that I ever saw that said the same things that I said about eating vagina. I'm like, that shit is fucking weird. Like, dudes who do that are fucking strange. Why would you do that? Gross. Fucking gross.
Wait, do you like
Ugh.
women or?
Sure.
Oh.
Doesn't mean that I'm eating their fucking vagina hole.
Why
Fucking
you say
weird.
it? You say it like it's like a garbage disposal. Like,
I mean, yeah, a lot of shit comes out of there, man.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
You
You
just
never
never
know what
know.
you're gonna get.
I never know what like when people say "eat my ass." I'm like, you know what comes out there, right? What the fuck? Why would I do that? Fuck no.
yeah, some of the men on here, I get really shocked too. Yeah,
Yo,
you.
listen. You know the funniest thing that I hear about chicks when chicks be like, "Oh, you don't understand that the vagina is self cleaning." What does that mean? Is it self cleaning that like I've heard women that do that and they say that it's self cleaning, so they think that they don't have to clean it in any way. I'm like, what does that mean?
Self cleansing. Like some kind of
Fucking weird, bro.
what the fuck? Like a
I'm not saying that you need to spray it with fucking Febreze or some shit. I'm just saying, man. I mean, you should probably still exfoliate that. A lot of dead skin, a lot of sweat, down there. You know, do something. I mean, Jesus.
women that don't do, she'll get some of that fucking like
I mean,
yellow flesh
Look,
coming
how
out
do you
of
think how do you think it's supposed to smell though? That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, when it comes to smell and
I've only been with one woman where it smelled bad. I have not been with any other woman where it actually smelled atrocious, which is interesting too, because I figured that some of the women that I was with that it would smell pretty terrible, but they kept it under control. Only the last chick that I was with, and that was one of the catalysts for me leaving. I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
do you have like racial preferences or?
Of course I do. Doesn't it sound like I do?
No, I don't know you, so I don't know.
Well, I know the last girl that I tried to eat out was Hispanic, and things smell a little bit greasy down there. I was just like, man, lay off the
It
fuck.
smells greasy.
You date
Yeah,
outside your race, Lion?
huh?
You date outside your race?
I haven't been with a white girl in like fucking 8 years, but
Wow.
I've been dating a lot of like Asians and like
Yeah.
Middle Eastern girls and shit like that, and whatever. Like I met a girl from
You get
Lebanon.
a
She was
for-
real good in
you get a
bed.
fortune cookie
Asians,
when you
why would I want to be? I don't know. I get that a lot of white men are with Asian chicks. I don't understand it. I think that a lot of Asian women look like, you know, adolescent boys. So I don't understand that whole appeal. But
They're they're only
yeah,
good
man,
in the 20s, and then they start to melt, and then
you
you
gotta
gotta
be Latin. One thing I will say though, if you ever see like a black chick that's mixed with Asian but heavily Asian, just a little bit black, looks
yeah.
pretty cool. Looks
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool. I'll give you that one.
girl's fucking hot.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Little Blasian bitch.
Yeah, they look like they're a little bit Samoan. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Polynesian.
But but yeah, man, I think that men should just get Hispanic women. It seems like they seem to be the cream of the crop. Um, they're exotic looking. They are like stacked as far as their proportions go. They're really traditional. They know how to fucking cook. I want some of that pozole, you know. Seems like they got shit together.
you're not wrong.
What?
You know,
I mean, I've been with some Southern black girls and stuff that are country backwoods. They're pretty fucking cool, but
I like them. Yeah, they're good too. They're good too. It's just that
yeah,
they're white and I'm not white, so I think interracial couples kind of look weird. So if I were white, I go with that.
let's see. I do notice that like some of the skinny black guys I work with, they got like 400-pound like white chicks and stuff like that. So
Yeah, well, that's because those skinny black guys are felons, so they can't get anything else. That's how that
yeah,
works.
it's kind
Nobody
of
is with a morbidly obese woman if they don't have to be.
No, but I mean, even in the black community, like I don't know what's going on with this, but it's like this obsession with thickness, and it's like thickness to the point where it's not thick; it's literally obese, or I don't know what they mean
Yeah,
by
it's
thick
gross.
anymore.
Gross. Anyway,
mid-size.
Max, do you date interracially? You date any white men?
I don't even date men, so I think that's kind of irrelevant to even ask me. But no, I've only dated women who are black. My girlfriend is black, so
That's
Oh,
gross.
I figured she would like a gothic girl or something like that.
What's your relationship like with your father, Max?
it's fine. My parents are separated, but they co-parented very well.
Hey, when I hear something like it's fine, it means that it's not really good.
No, I mean like no. My mom remarried. My dad didn't. Um, they get along really well. No problems.
Your parents are okay with you being a homosexual?
Yeah.
That's interesting, especially if you have Gen X parents. Um, that that era was not okay with homosexuality, so it's
I'm not gonna
interesting that
sit
they're
here and
okay with
say
it.
like it wasn't. I'm not gonna. Okay, it wasn't always okay in the sense that they had like their qualms about it initially, but over time, with conversation, things changed. But no, it wasn't always like okay. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say
I
that.
was seeing Thanksgiving and Christmas.
They thought I was trans. That like this is why like oh, God. They thought I was trans, and I guess they have a problem with that. So if I were to be like trans, then probably, but that's what they thought.
I think I would. I don't know. I'd have to look this up and figure out what we mean by the term disown exactly. But yeah, my children would not be permitted in my home, on my property, if they were homosexuals. And I know that that sounds harsh, but I am very confident that my children would not be homosexuals. And I also am very confident that my children are going to strive for my respect and attention. So they're going to know, even if they have some kind of inkling to want to be a homosexual, they're like, ah, well, my dad's going to cut me off, so can't do that. You know?
Why? If I could ask,
Why what?
why you would want to disown your children if they were?
I don't want to disown them. I didn't say I want to. I just need to.
Well, why do you feel like you need to? Or why do you think you need to?
Well, I guess the first thing would be they're just spitting in the eyes of God. They're
Oh.
spitting in his face, and I don't put up with that shit in my house.
You're a
So that's
theist,
one
or
thing.
are you a Christian? What are you?
Of course, yeah, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
But even if I weren't, even when I wasn't a Christian, it just always made my fucking skin crawl. Like it's so weird to me. I just don't. I understand the mechanics behind it. I get it. You're just attracted to someone who is the same gender. I guess I understand, but I'm just like, but why? Like, it's weird. It's just a weird thing,
I don't
Yeah,
know how it
especially
happens.
especially dudes.
I mean, I get flirted with by homosexual men, and then it's to me that's sexual harassment, you know. And I always tell them,
How? That is okay. You have to stop with that. That actually, I don't know why you think that that's the case.
no, that is sexual harassment. Like, you know, when I tell a gay guy that I'm straight and I'm not interested, and then they continue to flirt and all that, that's sexual harassment.
Oh, I thought you meant like they flirted with you and you turned them down, and the fact that they even dared like approach you or mention that they probably like you, that was the harassment. Now that's different. Yeah, that will be harassment. I would agree.
That's, you know, like there is such a thing as gay on straight harassment. Yes, there
Let me
is.
let me ask you guys something. What do you guys rate Chick-fil-A breakfast from 1 to 10?
I don't go.
Okay. In comparison to okay,
I don't have the patience for the fucking line.
Oh, Chick Fil
As
A.
far as far yeah, not, I don't
You
mean
mean
like if
the
you
one with
make
the bagel and the
I don't mean
cheese?
I don't mean compared to if you make breakfast. I mean compared to fast food restaurants that serve breakfast.
The one with
Wendy's.
the chicken and the egg?
They have that, yeah, but the chicken biscuits are really the thing, yeah.
Oh, I don't think they make the one with the bagel. They used to have a bagel one with chicken, egg, and cheese.
No, they don't have bagels.
They used to. They did.
I mean it's
That shit was
oily.
banging.
I mean, I'm too white to go to
Yeah.
Bojangles, but I mean,
Yeah.
hey, you know, they got
I
good breakfast.
agree. I agree with Ashley. Chick-fil-A is top tier fast food breakfast. If you're gonna get a fast food breakfast, Chick-fil-A is the top.
I like that new Wendy's breakfast. I'm sorry, Wendy's is good.
Wendy's is run by by a lot of BLK people,
Really?
and yeah, bro, I always have bad service there.
That's the way, really? I didn't know that.
One thing that I will say though, I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, they came out with the Krabby Patty at Wendy's. It was fucking good. It was really good. It was really good.
Well, I like that place. But,
All
you
that
know,
food
Bun.
will make your back.
Hey, there's places I've never been to. I'd like to check out though, like a Culver's or something
All
like
right, I
that.
want to start a debate here. Everyone's already done talking about this fucking image, and you spelled Carmelo wrong. All right, so Max, I'm gonna assert something, and you tell me if you agree or disagree with it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Um, I'd say that the female orgasm is unnecessary. What do you?
Oh
What
my
say you?
God. You said okay, are we talking about like heterosexual relationships, like, or are you talking about like within all relationships?
I don't. Sure, definitely. I mean, I'm definitely not
I
talking
think
about your relationship.
between it's not uh, it's not necessary, like especially if we're talking about for like the purpose of what Smex actually is for, is not necessarily.
Wait, so you agree? Fucking based. That's a
It's
W
not,
position right
but like
there.
I think like why would you like not want to like have your partner
I didn't say
feel.
you don't want to. I didn't
No,
say that. I never made that
I'm
claim.
not saying that you
It's not
are.
necessary.
I'm not saying that you are saying that, by the way. I would agree it's not necessary, like, but when this argument comes up, like when people are debating this, it's just like, well, why should I have to get my partner off? Like this takes too much time, it's too much
So let me ask you
effort.
this, Max. Let me ask you this. Which orgasm do you think is more necessary? A man's orgasm or a woman's orgasm? What's more necessary?
Well, my question after that would be like when a man like every time he ejaculates, does that mean he orgasmed or because?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if we're talking about, because I'm simply going off of the purpose of,
Are you saying men?
yeah, because if we're talking
Let's
about,
go. Let's
I mean, it's a
go.
wait, okay, these are no brainers though, because if we're talking about the actual purpose of sex, then obviously yes, it would
I don't think
be.
it's even necessary in a relationship. I mean, obviously in yours because you're a homosexual, but like in typical heterosexual relationships, I don't think it's necessary.
Well, no,
I
like
I think
it's
it's a
not.
healthy
That's why.
consequence. I think it could happen, may not happen. Here's how I look at it, Max. Here's how I look at it. Look, if I'm cracking, okay, and I'm obviously working because I'm trying to get my due, right? Trying to get mines, all right. And if you just happen to benefit to where it's just so pleasurable to you that you happen to have an orgasm, hey, good for you, buddy. Good for you.
But
That's
like,
great.
what's the
I
like?
love that. I love that for you. That's
Do you
fantastic.
even really like the person though? Like, because at that point it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, of course,
but why
of
you're
course.
like what? But what is like with the whole crack and smash and like kill? Why is it
I
like
only said
so?
crack.
I
What
know
else am
you
I supposed to
only
say?
said crack,
You
but
want
I'm
me to
saying
say? You want me to say? You want me to say penetrate? What do you want me to say?
like making love. I don't know, or maybe even
Making fucking love.
I don't understand.
I'm not even 100% sure that I'm capable of loving another human anyway. I'm not sure. I'm unsure about that.
Wait,
I
so
think
do
that I
you
have a
want to get married? Do you want to get married?
yes, of
Do you
course.
want to have a family?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that you should, based upon what you just
If you're
said?
gonna get married, you at least gotta try to love
Yes.
something. I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm not capable of love. I'm unsure. I think I cause to me love is a little bit different. Love to me, I think I can capable of like loving my child, but I don't know if I'm capable of loving a romantic partner. Like because when I think of love, I think that I would be willing to sacrifice my life for yours. And I think
Jake,
that that's my I think but hold on, but I would have to want to do that absent my obligation. I would do that because I think that's my obligation, that's what my purpose is sacrificial love. So like if my wife or my child is in trouble that I need to sacrifice myself. But
So why get
but
married
that's
then?
but
So why get married?
that's just because God is telling me that that's what
Why
I need
get
to do.
married?
If God didn't tell me that and I wasn't a Christian and I'm sitting here looking at my wife and I'm just like I think instinctively I would protect her and obviously, sacrifice my life. But let's just say someone gave us 15 minutes to deliberate. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, fuck, now I have to think about it. Now it's not instinctual anymore. Now I'm actually thinking it through. I mean, fuck, I'm far better at raising these children than you are. I mean, clearly they're going to be better off with me. You don't even fucking work. You don't make any money. I can protect them. You can't really protect them, not to the degree that I can. You know what I mean? I'm going to teach them more about financial literacy than you are or that you would. You know what I mean? I don't know. Seems like the kids even like me more. So fuck, maybe it's your time to go, Katie. You know?
I
That's
don't
why I
know if
don't
you're
give me any
I don't
time.
know if you're trolling or not, or like if you're actually serious,
No,
but
hey, I don't know. Yeah, are you
I'm
think you really
serious.
that? Hey, hold on. You that top tier that you're just better
No,
than
no,
just
no,
you're
no, I
just
don't. I don't
superior.
think that.
What you just said to me, it sounded like you
No,
just top tier, like above
no,
everything.
no. I'm just above my wife.
hold on,
But
wait, your name? Okay, I was gonna say because I wanted to respect you. Kunta, wait, I I think he's trolling a little bit. I don't think that you could like because you're
I'm
actually
not.
like, why would you want to?
I'm just saying the thought. I'm literally just thinking out loud. I'm telling you thoughts that run through my mind.
Okay, that's fair. Okay,
that's some crazy ass thoughts. I'm just
You think that's a crazy thought?
because you made me think because you just made me think when you said that. Now you got my brain going.
I mean, you have to
hey,
sit here and look
Shake,
at it
hold on.
and
Let's
really
ask
You know
think.
Shake
what? No,
this.
hey, you know what,
Shake,
Bleach? I don't want to fuck with. I don't want to talk to you.
yeah, I don't
Okay,
care what you
real
want.
talk.
I
Yeah,
want to
shut the fuck
know
up.
if you have to, if you didn't have a choice and you had to give up one, which would be women
You know what? You know
or
what? Yeah.
beer.
Yes, I like beer, Bleach.
Women
Shut the
or
fuck
beer. Yeah,
up.
but
You
you have
said
to give up
women or
Shut
one.
the
beer?
fuck up,
You
man.
have to give up one. Would it be the alcoholism or would it be women? Which one are you going to give up? If you had no choice, you have to give up one. I'm going to say you would absolutely give up women.
do y'all
I
know each
know
other?
you wouldn't give
Like,
up the
what's with
beer.
all the
No, no,
hostility?
no, 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 no. He's a piece of shit in my eyes. Plain and simple. That's all. But go
What are you
ahead.
talking about?
You're a fucking bigot. Plain and simple. There you go.
I'm a bigot?
Bleach, what have you been doing? Well, I could tell he probably trolls a little bit just by what he came up in here and said initially when we were talking about the Carmelo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not a bigot.
I'm just
You
saying
got to
that, like,
watch out for that. You got to watch out for this black guy, though.
listen,
This
Yeah,
one in the
black folks.
box.
I know
I
black
just
He
folks. Yeah,
tends
black
to.
folks. Yeah, I get
please.
it.
He
I'm
tends
black.
to
Yeah,
lie.
I get
How do
He
it.
you
I'm
not
tends to
black.
love
Yeah,
him?
lie
I
How
on
get
do you
it.
not
people.
like? How do you
He
not
makes
like
up
the partner though? Like I
stories.
don't get that. Like why don't you
Yeah,
just be
he tells
single?
stories.
No,
He
you called a
accuses.
black woman a bitch.
He accu-
You did.
So
So shut the
what?
fuck up.
So what?
It's
So
only okay to
what?
call white women bitches.
Yeah.
I never
What's the
said
difference?
that.
I
But I've
get
heard what Bleach said before. Yeah, did I claim he said the N word before? Because I believe he does say that in real life. So shut the fuck up.
I say
Right.
it
No,
in
no,
real life.
no, no. Tell the truth, Chicky. You
we
told
all have our
everybody. You went around
moments.
this app
I
telling
said
everybody
within
that I
verbiage,
called you
the way
the N
you
word.
speak. I
No,
said the
no,
way
no.
you speak is some called
Shut your
verbiage.
mouth.
The way you speak,
Your
I'm pretty
verbiage. You
sure
don't
you
even know
say
what the word
nigger
verbiage
from time
means.
to time.
He
There
doesn't know
you
what
go. I
verbiage
said
means.
it. Shut the fuck up, man.
Look up the definition of verbiage and then come back to me.
I'm gonna raise
But
my
you went
hand right
around telling people on this app that I called you the
Yes,
N
and I'm gonna
word,
keep
and you
saying it,
did
and
it
I'm gonna
for
keep,
three.
and I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep fucking saying it. Yes,
So you're going to keep lying?
I believe you are. So there you go.
Wait,
Oh, I see.
what
So
was the
you
context? Like
believe that I
what
am.
happened, Kunta?
You believe I am.
He's a fucking
Is this after
typical.
two
He's a
six
fucking
packs or
typical.
before?
He's a fucking typical white guy in America, and I'm pretty sure he says the N word from time to time. There you go. There you go.
Everyone
I
says
told you
that
I
word
don't
from time to
say it. I
time.
write it down.
So you fucking saying it, you dickhead?
No,
Everyone
I'm
says
not saying it.
that
I'm
word
writing
from
it
time
down.
to time, and that's normal.
You got that shit from Theo, right? The
Wait, Kunta,
comedian.
they
When he said
all
that
say
shit,
it. It's
I know
okay.
where the fuck you
It's
got
not
it
well not
from.
okay, but
You dumbass.
Kunta, they all say it.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
said.
I know they do. Yeah, they all do. They all fucking do.
Hold
We
on a
know.
second. Kunta
Don't
Kinte.
ever believe someone. I never
I'm
have
sure
ever
your friends
believed
love you. Have your
a
moments of
person who's
pride.
not black has never said
Do
it.
do you know do you
Yes,
know
they've
why
all said it since
we
they were
say it?
little bitty kids.
Yeah,
You're
but do you know
fucking white.
why?
You said it.
Yeah,
Shut
but
the fuck up.
do you know why we say it though? Just
Oh, so we're
to get this
yeah,
reaction.
yeah, Tyler. Tell me why you say it. You
To
fucking
get
biracial.
to
Why
get
did your
this
grandparent? Why did
reaction.
your no? You say your uncle said it in rap, but why did your family really say it? Your white family. Why?
Be, because they know that
Why?
I'm how can I answer if you're interrupting me?
Go ahead.
Why are you
Okay.
screaming, Shake?
The reason why they say
The
it.
ignorance again with the fucking ignorance is
Jesus,
sickening to
This is what
me.
happens. This is what happens when
Jesus.
alcoholics wake up in the morning and they don't
You know
start
what?
drinking
Oh
right.
my
I don't give a
God.
shit. Yo,
Take it easy on them. Listen
in
to
my eyes, I swear to God, in my eyes as a human being, you're a piece of shit, Tyler. And Bleach, you're a motherfucking piece
Is
of a
that
shit.
yeah? But is that before two six packs
I mean,
or
I'm not an
after?
alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic, so
Well, okay. Well, I'd rather not be ignorant than be a piece of shit.
yeah, but I'm not ignorant.
Do you hear? Yes, you are.
No. Ignorant would mean that I don't know things. I do know
Weren't
things.
Oh, so
weren't
you're
you?
biracial. That actually wait, Kunta, how do you even know that?
Cause he said it. Yeah, I know this fucker. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
Notice how I use that
I'm
fucker.
very glad. I mean, if I wasn't, I wouldn't have this nice European IQ. I'd have the shitty IQ. So
That's why I was really. I knew something
I
was
know
off.
this
I'm just like,
fucker. I know this fucker.
is your
my
mother? Is your
grandparents
mother white
my
or
grandparents raised me to believe that I was a superior black, that I was just superior,
wait?
better than everyone else.
Is your mother white?
I yes, I just told you that.
Oh, I thought you said your grandpa. I thought you were talking about your grandparents
Yeah,
raising
my
you.
grandmother is really my mother. My original birth mother did not raise me. She had a lot of problems. My grandparents luckily raised me, and they let me know that I'm just better than other people.
Oh, I really hope you're trolling, but I mean, yeah,
I'm
I
not
think.
trolling.
No, he's not.
I'm not trolling.
Wait, you're
I think that you should raise your kids to be like that. It's like
wait.
understand that they're
So wait,
great.
both your okay. So I'm guessing both your grandparents were from your mom's side.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so, dang. So they were both okay. They raised you like
they
that.
were white. My grandfather is German.
Were
White.
did they have like were they racist or were they like was it
Were they racist?
yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you mean. To me, no.
No, I mean, well, obviously, like, definitely, do they think that whites were superior to other races, and they instill
We
that?
never really talked about that growing
Okay.
up. But it was very clear to me that they, more particularly my grandfather, it was more. I mean, he grew up in he was in the Navy and all that, but it was very clear to me that he had an aversion to black folk,
Okay.
which I did too.
Was this like Asians as well, or only black people?
You haven't said
Blacks,
anything high IQ.
Asians aren't a threat.
You have not said anything high IQ.
No, because Apple. Sometimes people really are trolling. Like
I haven't
I
said
really
anything
feel like
high IQ. I don't even know what that means to say something high IQ. That's
Not
not
you.
how I.
You.
That's not
You
how
sound.
IQ works. You're stuttering over your words. That's not how IQ works. IQ is largely critical thinking, problem solving, and pattern recognition. What are you even talking about?
You haven't said anything that would indicate you have a high IQ. You sound like an idiot.
What would somebody say in
I'm
order to
sorry you
exude that they
stumbled
have a
over the
high
way that I
IQ?
said it.
Yeah, Zach, listen really carefully to the question that I'm asking you. So, what would somebody typically say to somehow give the impression that they have a high IQ? Go ahead.
I mean, based on like just some of the crazy stuff that you've said, right? Like, you jump from what you've jumped
I
from.
didn't
Like,
ask you
I mean,
that. I didn't ask you that. That's not the
I don't
question.
care what you
Dude,
ask
I'm
me. I'm gonna
sorry.
say what I said.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
listen. Typically,
Did you not
somebody has a
understand the
high
question that
IQ.
I asked?
Zach,
Did you not understand? Here, I'll ask it
Zach,
again.
let's
I'll
be
ask it again.
real.
So what I asked you
If you want to see it,
is, can you tell me what somebody would typically stop, Bleach? Can you tell me what somebody would typically say to
Yeah.
show that they have a high IQ? What would they say?
Yeah. I mean, based on what you've said, somebody with a Christian worldview would not say like
Bro,
X,
what is
Y, Z
difficult
about
about
women,
the
and then
fucking
speak
question
about
I'm
like
asking you?
cracking
I'm
women,
not
dude. That's
asking you about the
disgusting.
things that people wouldn't say,
I
Zachary.
don't care, dude. I'm
Listen
specifying
carefully.
why
This is
you
going to be the
don't have a
third
high
time.
IQ.
This is
You're
how I
low
know that
IQ.
your IQ is low, because you
You're
don't
low
have
IQ,
critical
and we get
thinking
it, dude.
skills. I need you to
It's
really,
understandable. You
really
cosplay
listen.
like a Christian
Really
world. It's a
listen.
spiff for
Okay.
you,
I,
dude.
I
It's a
have faith in
spiff.
you. You can do it.
It's a
Zachary, you can
spiff.
do
We
it,
know
man.
this
I
is a
promise.
spiff for you. That we
You can
know
do
that
this shit.
you
You
don't
got this.
crack
You
Yeah, I
got
think he's
this.
just
anything.
All right.
saying that you
Here's
We
the
troll a
know that
question
you
lot.
don't
again.
crack
Here's the
anything.
question
We
again,
know this
okay?
is a spiff for
So my
you,
question
and it's
again
okay. You
is,
don't have to be
can
like
you
that to
tell
be
me
accepted.
what
Look, you can
someone
look.
with a
Listen, just
high
be normal,
IQ
man.
would
Be
generally
normal. Go into
say to
spaces and
give the
act like a
impression
normal human
that they
being.
do
Don't talk
indeed
about the
have a high
imaginary women
IQ?
that you crack,
Can you
because
do
we know
that?
you don't crack
Can
anything,
you do
and you'll
that?
be fine. You
You're not
crack
able to do
nothing.
that? So, sir, you're not able to do that?
Listen, we get it, buddy. We
I
get
didn't
it.
Zach,
think,
We
I
what's
didn't
the
know
think.
that you
problem you have what you
cosplay. I
said?
mean, like, you come up here because it does something for you to
This
prepare.
man
Yeah,
is
I
just,
crack women.
upset. He's not
Wait,
able to
Zach, do
answer
you
my
know?
question. He's
Wait,
actually
Zach, do you
running.
know him?
He's
I don't
actually
know him at all. I
running.
just think he's a
Oh,
This man is
douchebag. I
actually
don't listen. I
running
don't
away
like.
from the question that I'm
It's
asking.
super
I've
offensive when
never
like
run like this. I mean, this is
these
why I'm overweight, because I don't
wannabe
run. I stay
Christian
still
nationalist guy
and I
who's
just
not in
address
fact
my
a
fucking
Christian at
problems.
all. Like,
Right.
wait,
So,
you're a Christian
yet when someone
nationalist?
asks me a direct question, everyone will always notice that I answer it directly. Anytime that I ask someone a question, they run the fuck away. I
Oh,
need you
well,
to
don't
really
say
listen to the
that.
we
question.
know that this is a
This is the
spiff for you,
question that I
man. We
ask
know that
you.
this is a spiff for you. We
This
know
is the
that you like
question that I ask you.
talk
The
about
question that I
cracking
asked
women,
you
but we know
is,
that you
can
don't
you tell
crack
me?
any women.
Can you tell me? Listen, we're way past it. I get it. You're upset. You're emotional. It's 9 a.m. and you still hate life. I need you to really listen. So, you said that nothing that I said was high IQ. I said, okay, fine. What would somebody have to say in order to give the impression that they are high IQ? Not what they shouldn't say, but what they would say.
What they say.
Your silence is fucking
We get
deafening.
it. We get
Okay.
it. You're
So this
not high
individual okay,
IQ,
so
and
this
we know that you
individual is
don't
not an
crack
intelligent
any
person.
women.
This individual is not an intelligent person. You really don't want to have these types of conversations with me. You're not smart enough.
Listen, I don't need to have these conversations. We just need to clarify that you don't crack any women. You don't like share a Christian worldview like I do, and you're a hypocrite.
Oh,
That's
you're a
all that
Christian,
needs to be
Zach?
said.
How am I hypocritical, and what have I done that's unchristian like?
I said what I said.
Well,
This man
I
can't
think
answer a single question.
he's
He
talking
makes a
about.
lot of claims. So listen. This man makes a lot of claims, and anytime I ask him to clarify, I say it when I say it.
I think he's probably referring to the
Listen,
way in
Zach
which
is
you
a
talk about
troll.
women
Zach
and
is a troll.
black
He's
people
trolling
probably.
you. But
Well,
anyway,
I don't
the
think Zach's a troll.
panel,
I just think he's unintelligent.
No, I mean, I'm super serious.
no,
I
I
think.
know Zach. I know Zach.
hey Zach, let me ask
He's a
you a
troll.
question. Have you seen? I could tell you last week, for example,
Yeah.
Glenn debated
Don't
like
chimp
6
out.
people at
Don't
one
chimp
time,
out.
and dog walked every one of them. So to say that he's
Yeah.
not of high intelligence, or to say that
Listen, like,
he's not smart, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree.
I think
One thing you
anybody
can't
that
talk about.
And you're chimping out.
I think that anybody that he mentioned something about sharing
Come on,
a
use
Christian.
your words. Use your words. You can do it.
Anybody that mentions like or says that they adhere to a Christian worldview, then refers to women as being cracked, like he's an idiot, right? Like, I mean,
I'm sorry. Should I
do we?
say intercourse?
No, I get Zach. I get what you mean. Like he's very insensitive sometimes
Well,
towards
no, it's
certain
not even.
topics.
It's not even insensitive, right? Like we can. I mean, we can go to like scripture and talk about like why, he's a hypocrite and he's full of shit, right? But
Great. Show that I'm a hypocrite.
right, like I mean, scripture. I mean, just the way you reference women. I mean, there's many scriptures. I mean, there's many verses that you can point to that like talk about honoring
Point to
women.
what? Point to one. That doesn't mean that I don't honor them.
Why are we talking about a fake book? Like,
Because
Wait, Kayla, what's your
because white people made it
like, why
created
are we
that
like
fake book.
referring to
Because
like
Kayla? What's your religious
white people
affiliation?
created that fake book. There you go.
based on
What are you talking
like
about,
a
Suki?
fake book that was written by man? What are we doing here? This is silly.
Are you a Christian? Are you a
Yeah.
Christian, Kayla?
It's silly. This
Are
is
you a
silly.
Christian? Are you a Christian, Kayla?
Your mom's a Christian.
No, I'm not. No, you can say my mom. Yeah, she may claim to be. I'm not. But are you a Christian?
Absolutely not.
All right, okay.
Are you
gonna chimp
agnostic?
out?
Zach is trying really hard, man. He is Googling his little heart out. But anyway, yeah, just so we're clear, that has nothing to do with IQ. IQ is critical thinking, problem solving, largely pattern recognition. So I don't know what it means when someone says, "Oh, you haven't said anything high IQ." What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know why people always are weaponizing IQ.
Because he's the one that referenced it. He referenced IQ.
When?
He talked about he had a superior IQ. His fucking
Did I have a European
grandpappy or
IQ?
whatever the fuck did he say?
Yeah, I have
European
a
IQ. I
European
mean
IQ.
that's so
Yes.
fucking stupid, dude. Like race based ideology. I mean, like
Okay.
Wait, are you a
So
race realist?
no. So
Okay.
I guess Zach just doesn't understand the data.
I guess that Zach
So
just
the
doesn't
data
understand.
the data just shows that those of European descent, other than Belle's home country because she has the lowest IQ in any European nation.
Oh, so you're saying her country? So
But
you saying
other than
is
her
stupid?
country,
You just said her
Europeans
country's
generally
stupid.
have a much higher IQ
You
than
just
black
said people from her
individuals. That's
country
what I'm
is
saying.
stupid. You
And
just said
because my
people.
IQ happens to be a little bit on the high side, then boom, you know?
Wait, are you saying when you say
Oh.
Europeans versus black? Because like you were mentioning like
You don't even like black folks.
no, because he made a differentiation
I do
between
not.
like
Stephanie,
Europeans and
he's
blacks.
not
When you
gonna
say,
fuck you.
I know what you mean when you say Europeans, but blacks, that term is really vague. Like, are you talking about blacks in Africa, blacks in America?
Anywhere on the planet.
Well, you know that there are discrepancies between blacks in Africa versus blacks in America.
Anywhere on the planet.
I
He
know, but
doesn't know. He's
well, you
fucking
said you're not a race
biracial.
realist, so you're not saying
I'm
that
not a
like
race
it's
realist.
vague, right? Okay.
And there you go, Scooby. You want to say the N word? Go ahead, spell it out. You get it out. Just get it out, Scooby. You started it. Get it out. You got the N. Keep going.
Are you
Keep
chimping
going.
out?
Keep
Yo,
going.
I know that
Keep
person
going.
too.
Are you gonna chimp out?
What does that even mean? What does
This
chimping
whole,
out mean?
you know, white people like you with this whole chimping out shit is
Right? What
it's
does that
really getting
even
old.
mean?
It is really getting old.
Well then stop
He
doing
so
it.
badly wants somebody
Then
to say the
stop
N-word
doing
because he's...
it.
Yes, I want you to say it, Bleach. Say it.
Does it turn you on?
But it's
No,
your
it doesn't. I just want you to
behavior.
say it. To prove
does. I think it
to prove to
does.
me that you're a fucking bigot.
I just said
say it.
it. I just said it. You're chimping out.
Hey, say nigger. Say it.
Why
You
would I
gotta
need to
chill,
say
man.
that?
He wants you to say it because he's gonna literally jerk off to you saying
Yes,
this.
I want you to say it. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, you wanna jerk off to me?
Holy shit.
Ew, girl, what are you doing?
I don't know what the fuck. This bitch came up the other day, sucking
Wait,
his
so
dick
you
and
just
shit the other
called
night.
a woman?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait
you
a
got
minute. Did you
mad.
call a woman a
Exactly,
bitch?
right.
Did you just do that?
You know what? Yeah, I did.
Yo,
Oh.
you. Now you're being
Hey,
a
Didn't he
real,
just
hypocrite,
real,
bro.
claim?
real
What
quick.
did
We
he
can
just
get back
claim
to this.
earlier?
We can get back to the serious conversation in 1 second. But
Yeah,
can we
stop talking. He's
agree?
doing. He's
Can we
dumb.
agree that the greatest chips are hot Cheetos?
No.
They are the greatest chip.
I don't care. The salsa sun chips are the best chip.
They're not better than the flaming hot Cheetos.
Okay, no. Can we all agree at Lay's? It's Lay's, the original Lay's, or the sour cream and onion Pringles. Yeah.
Pringles? Who the fuck eats Pringles? Serial killers eat Pringles. I don't eat Pringles.
No, I'm from the Northeast. We eat Pringles.
The only Pringles that I ever like were the Pizzalicious ones.
Ew, you're weird. That's for people who like those pretzels with the little gunk inside.
And the best ice cream is
Rolos.
obviously pistachio. No, wait, butter
Can
pecan.
we can we clarify what it means to be a premium black?
Well, butter pecan.
In
You
the
know,
words
black
of
folks didn't
Bloody.
eat
How old are
vanilla
you?
ice
No
cream,
one
so we
likes
created that.
butter
You know, that's
pecan.
history. There you go. Fun
Blunt
fact.
man, can you also clarify what it means to be a premium black?
I never said the word premium.
You did. You did. We heard you.
I don't use the word premium. I think you mean that I use the word superior.
Superior. Superior. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, I want to know too.
What does it mean to be a superior black?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it means
It means to
blunt
not
man.
be. Yeah, so real, Kayla. It means to not be like your typical negra.
You're
What does
talking
that
about not like
mean?
the
What?
shit the
What's
guy next to you.
that's Mexican. They
Are you
created
talking
that
about
word Negro. Yeah.
Lemon? You talking
What are you
like
talking about?
not be like the guy next to you?
Yeah, it means to be a civilized member of society. To be
Like he
able
doesn't
to
chimp out.
use. Yeah, to be able to use your words and not constantly be like, hey, you know what? Hey, you know what though? Hey, you ain't gonna say this shit in real life though. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll pull up right now.
Yes, I speak Ebonics. Are you mad?
Right. Why are you guys always coming
Do I
for
sound
speaking
mad?
Ebonics? Like, what's wrong with speaking Ebonics?
You can speak Ebonics in your home nation.
I live in America.
Uh-oh. Where's Tyreek Nasheed when you need him?
But yeah, man, it just means being a civilized member of society with
Just
a
means
decent
like being
IQ.
educated.
Wait, but do you subscribe to the idea that you are like black? Because I noticed when it comes to biracial people, like
Yeah,
it's really interesting how they identify because
yeah. I wish I weren't, but I just happen to be. It's not like I got
So
to
you saying you
choose.
wish you was white? You wish you was white?
but why do you identify why don't you just say that I'm like a biracial person? Why do you say black? Is it because the way
Because
you
it's not really a race.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. You
And
wouldn't have
biracial can mean anything. Biracial could mean that like I'm Asian and Pacific Islander, right? It's really vague.
No,
Are you
that's what I'm saying. You don't have to specify. That's if you so
blunt
choose,
man?
but you would have your
Are
own category.
are you a racist?
No. If I did not believe in God, I would be.
So like I mean when you make statements like um I don't remember exactly how you even said it, but in regards to like being a superior black, generally speaking, I mean, you attribute. What are you attributing to uh, being, I guess, a general black?
He's confused. He's like Sneeko.
Yeah, so I sound like I'm really not confused. I seem like I'm pretty strong in my convictions. Yeah, so a typical black is just going to be, an individual that has a lower IQ. Your average IQ for a black person is 85 in the United States. I'm 70 outside of the United States. My IQ is nowhere near 85, so clearly I'm not an average black. If you're talking about how they
Why do you call
typically,
yourself black instead of white when you're both?
because
Would you
black, okay,
consider?
okay, hold on. Stop with the gish galloping. I'll answer one at a time. Relax, stop jumping out. So if you're asking me why I consider myself black, it's not that I consider, it's just that I am. There's nothing that I can do about it. Your race is based on your phenotypical characteristics. I just happen to be phenotypically black, regardless if I want to be or not.
But the thing is, when it comes to people who are biracial, specifically who have one white parent and one black parent, is there ever like a desire to want to identify as white? Because I mean, you could do that. You could say that based upon
I could
your
not do that.
parents.
I am not white.
You're not. You're not. No, you're not just white. You're also black as
No,
well.
no, no. That's not how race works.
No,
You're
I
not
know.
what
I
you.
know it's
You're not what
about
your
phenotypical
lineage. Yeah, you're
expression.
not what your lineage is. You're how you present yourself to be. or not how you present yourself to be, how you are presented. It's just based off of your whatever biological things go into place. I don't even know how it works. That somehow shows that this externally is going to be how you look. Well, that's how it is. If both my parents were black, but somehow I had some kind of genetic abnormality to where it made me present as a white man, blue hair, I'm sorry, blue hair, Jesus, blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin, I mean, I would be white regardless if my parents are black.
I get what you're saying because J. Cole is, once again, J. Cole's biracial. He looks, phenotypically, he presents as that of a black
J.
person.
Cole's black.
Right. But when it comes to, who's like, like LaMelo Ball, have you seen him?
No, but Logic is not black.
She said LaMelo Ball.
I don't know who that is, but yeah, like I'm saying, Logic. I'm sure people know who Logic is. He's not black. Oh,
he's not white.
Biracial.
What's his name?
He is.
Here. I'll even use a better one. Andrew Tate, and more specifically, his brother, Tristan Tate, not black, but his father is black.
Okay, well, what race you would classify them as white?
Tristan Tate, yeah, I would say that Tristan Tate is a white male.
And Andrew?
Andrew's a little bit darker, so I don't know, just a mulatto.
Okay, so see what I'm talking about? Like, they'll never, ever be categorized as white. So what categorization would someone like Andrew Tate be given? Because you're saying it's based on phenotypical expression.
I don't think it matters. I think the end result is just that I'm better.
You see, but why? Well, okay, you're saying it doesn't matter, but I'm genuinely asking, like, where do we come down to that? Because at the end of the day, it's just like, I feel like biracials, especially the ones who are white and black, have resentment a lot of the times towards black people because they wish they could be considered to be white. And I feel like that's a huge issue, and I wish they didn't feel like that. But
I don't wish upon a star that I'm white. I know that I'm never going to be.
Didn't you say you just so happen to be black and you wish if you could choose, you would choose to be white,
Oh,
right?
yeah, like if it was just like McDonald's, if I could just go into McDonald's and just be like, oh, yeah, you sign me up for some of that white. That sounds really great. Yeah, fantastic. I definitely hit that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you do. So if you could choose, like if you were in a
because that means that my external would then represent how I feel internally. When I wake up in the morning, I feel white.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, and I feel like that's the reason.
That's crazy.
No, this is actually really serious because like some of my aunts done, dated outside their race and had kids. Some of my cousins are biracial, and they expressed the same thing to me because of like the way they're treated in the black community, and they just feel like isolated. They wish that they could be perceived differently, even if they are intelligent, even if they are,
Why would I want to be
good black? Huh?
I don't even understand that. I don't even know why black people would want to be black. Like, let's say that I was a stereotypical black and I believed in things like white privilege. I believed in things like there's systemic oppression and that people are always going to be against me. And there's medical racism and judicial racism and, all these racist things. Why the fuck would I want to be that and experience those things? Why wouldn't I want some of that white privilege?
Well, I thought you said those things were made up, so
I am saying those things are made up, but if I just preface this by saying if I was a typical black who believed in these things, why the fuck would I want to experience all those things that you're talking about?
But did they have a choice? But did they have a choice?
Well, I don't believe in those things, but
because
I know.
black people,
I asked you, did they have a choice? Did they have a choice to go through these things?
Yes.
Wait, but black people have. I would say that black people have. Crazy enough, black people have a lot of racial pride. So, like, when you ask black people, would you ever want to be any other race? They're probably going to tell you black because they truly enjoy the culture in their community. Whereas other races, especially when you're talking about Asian people, they would want to be white. I remember I saw this video of someone going around asking.
If I could be any race, I'd be Hispanic.
I thought that is Hispanic even a race?
You rather
it is a race.
Hold on.
It is a race.
So, well, I don't know about the race shit. So you're saying you'd rather be Mexican?
It always was. It just wasn't recognized in the United States as such. Hispanics themselves believe that it is a race, and the United States just confirmed earlier last year that it is now considered a race. In fact, by 2030, it'll be on the Census Bureau that Hispanics no longer need to select if they are white or not. or if they're white or black.
Wait,
They can just select Hispanic as
for
being their race.
for
It's Latin,
clarity,
Latin or Hispanic.
did you just say that the United States confirmed that Hispanic was a? I mean, is that how race works? I'm asking.
Yes. No, that's not how the concept of race works. But legally, that's how it works.
How does the concept of race work?
The concept of race, well, it
It's really
depends on the
stupid.
individual. It depends. Some people believe in that one drop rule shit. I don't believe in that. I would say that the concept of
But
race is just based
who
off of.
created that one
Would
drop
you
rule?
stop talking, bro?
No, I'm just asking a
The concept,
question.
bro. How am I
Clock
supposed?
it,
Do you think?
Kunta.
Wait, Kunta. Let me explain this to you. Do you think that I should stop answering someone else's question to then answer your question? Is that what you think I should do?
At times, yes. At
No,
times, yes. Yes.
no.
That's how the world works
I
in,
would never
in
do
real
that.
life.
I would
Yeah,
never do that
it
for a
does.
black. I would definitely would never do that for a black drunk. So, anyway, like I was saying, if you're asking me the concept of race, I subscribe to a very mainstream concept, which is just your phenotypical characteristics. You are what you phenotypically present yourself to be.
Wait, so if I manipulate that, would I be a different race then? Like Rachel
Sure.
Dolezal?
Yeah, well, she didn't really
So
do it that well. If you were, let's say that you had a superpower, and the superpower allowed you to change into the form of anything, right? To any human that you wanted to look like. Yeah, sure. If you changed yourself into that, I'd say
Well,
that you
then
are white or
how?
black or
okay,
Asian.
but then that actually, like, I could actually change that though. But I'm saying, like, with current technology now, like, because there's another guy, Oily London, whatever his name is. He
Real
altered the
quick,
way his eyes
real quick.
looked, his skin, to imitate that of a Korean person to present as Asian. Does that mean he's now Asian just because he changed and had surgery on his eyes?
If you could do it, well, eyes isn't the only factor. If you could do something to manipulate your body in some way where everything lines up to where you're indistinguishable from that other thing, then yeah, sure, I'd say that you're that
If
thing.
if race is just then how we phenotypically present, then how is IQ associated with it at all?
It's not.
It is. But
It
IQ
can't
is going to
be.
be
It
associated.
can't
Stop
be.
interrupting. Stop interrupting. You don't understand the science. You're not smart enough to know. You're asking
Bro,
someone
this
who's
is
more
what you
intelligent.
do.
You're asking someone, Zachary, you're asking an intelligent person, a superior being to you, to tell you how this happens because you don't
Zach's
know.
Hey,
white. Hey,
hey,
So I'm
Tyler,
Zach
you're
is
explaining
gonna
this.
white.
stop
So
cutting
I'm
people off
Zach
like
is
explaining
that,
this. So
okay?
I'm explaining
Zach
this
is
to you.
white. What are you
But
talking about? He's white.
I can't
I'm
do it if
good,
you
dude.
keep
He's an
interrupting.
idiot. Let him finish.
Zachary is a low value white. He's a typical white that's probably got like a 97 IQ. I am abnormally high. That being said, if you're asking
Yeah.
me, if you're asking me how does it associate, I'll explain. Between 40 to 80%, depends on the individual, but between 40 to 80% of your IQ is inherited. It's genetic, it's unchanging. We have documents, we have meta analyses that have broken this down decade after decade after decade to show that there is a genetic factor when it comes to IQ. That's not even disputed. The only thing that's disputed is how much of your IQ is genetic. What's in that's what generally is disputed. Now that we've established that your IQ, that there is a genetic factor here,
Yeah.
the problem is that black individuals, it's not that there's a black gene that says that you're going to be unintelligent or have a lower IQ. That's not the claim that we're making. That's why I'm not a race realist, right? But because they already have typically very low IQs and they keep breeding with other individuals that have low IQs, they keep producing offspring that have low IQs. If they were to stop doing this and they were even if they weren't to breed with like other low IQ blacks, if they were just to breed with high IQ blacks, that would help them. But they don't.
No, but once again, this is why people don't want to talk about realism, but this is why it's important to actually engage into studies because I wish there was more research on how badly socioeconomic factors come into play when it comes to IQ in general. Because I think a lot of the times, like when you don't have the resources, you're oftentimes going to suffer in terms of intelligence. Like a lot of people can't even answer generic questions when you go out into society, and I'm talking about like the average person. I don't even know how it's targeted towards like race because I haven't seen it
So here,
been studied.
I'll give you some examples. The guy beside me is obviously a low IQ black. I think that the host is uh, higher than the average black. If I had to guess his IQ, I'd say it's probably around 110, which is an admirable IQ. I don't think that that's terrible. I'd say he'd probably be around there. Max, I think that you're probably of the higher IQ blacks as well. Um, but I'd say that you
Yeah,
guys
she's
are
smart.
not.
Yeah, she is very smart.
But you guys are abnormal. You guys are not typical. If you really looked, I mean, really looked at the black community unbiasedly, objectively, and said, "Look, I'm going to take myself out of this, and I'm just going to look and see the things that I've seen. Not forget even the data, just the things that you have seen. You're never going to be able to convince yourself that, well, fuck. It does seem like a lot of these people are fucking stupid."
No, I mean, I will agree that there's a lot of and then on top of that, when it comes to like wanting to be knowledgeable, wanting to get a greater education, there is like a stereotype within our community of just, basically clowning those who want to engage in higher education. But my scenario is different. If my IQ is slightly scenario is different. I had two parents growing up. My parents didn't separate until I was in high school. I was raised in a home where both my parents made over six figures, so I had access to a high education, and I wasn't raised primarily around Black people. I had a diverse situation. I went to private school, so you have to take those things into consideration. I wish there were studies out there that did, so we can like debunk the idea that because while yes, there's a genetic component to IQ, obviously that's
Don't
undeniable.
don't
Max, do you?
genetics change throughout our lifetime?
What'd you say?
Do not genetics change
Do you mean
throughout our
specifically your
lifetime?
IQ, like your intelligence?
Well, I
I
mean,
think your. I don't
if
think.
we're
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
your baseline.
whoa, real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
No, if I mean, in regards to IQ, if you're correlating, what did you say, 40% of IQ to
It's between
genetics, but
40 to
we know that
80%. Yeah.
genetics change over a lifetime, then like, wouldn't that mean that like, the greatest determining factor for IQ,
Is your environment?
is environment, correct?
No. Well, maybe. But again, on the
Who
low
are you
end,
trying to convince that you're not a
on the
fucking
low
N
end, it's
word,
40%.
fat
On the
boy?
high end, it's
Fat
80%.
boy.
But let's just
I know
say
you're
that
always trying to convince
let's just
yourself
say
that
that
you're
it's
not fat with
50%.
these
I think that that's
AIs.
probably an
Fat
easier
boy,
like
Bloodman,
an
you fat
easier
boy.
percentage to
You
deal with.
fat
So let's just
monkey,
say that half of your
Bloodman.
IQ.
You
Do you see how
fat
he's chimping
fucking
out?
monkey.
Typical,
Who are you trying to convince that you're
usual
not an
black
N word?
suspect. This is what I'm talking about. They're
Trying to
too
convince
unintelligent to
us
actually
or
engage in
yourself, N word?
conversation. But
N word. Who are you trying
anyway,
to convince?
so let's just say that half of
Us
your
or yourself?
IQ is going to be genetic and half
Black
of it is
boy.
going to be
Black
based on
boy.
your environment.
Black
There
boy.
is
Why do you
data
keep
to
saying
show
you guys
that
when you're a part
Oh,
of
increased
you
August,
guys?
like
please.
schooling increased schooling
Black
definitely can
boy.
increase your IQ, but it can't increase it astronomically, right?
Fucking
There
nigger.
is if you look at the National Institute of Health, there is an article that shows that for each secondary year of schooling, every college year that you have, that you can increase your IQ between 1 to 4 points. So yeah, you can increase your IQ,
And you're
and
behind, right,
like
nigger?
Max said, like being raised in a stable two-parent
Nigger
household,
boy.
like these types of things, they definitely can
Nigger boy.
incentivize the right behaviors to want to
You fat nigger.
pursue,
What? You
things
fat
like
nigger.
critical thought
You
Mod,
fat
please.
nigger. Who are you trying to
pattern
convince?
recognition. But all I'm saying is that you cannot take a person who has an
Fat boy.
85 base IQ
Fat
and make them a
boy. Who are you
genius. You
trying to
can't do it. They
convince?
Oh,
don't
obviously,
have
but
what's necessary.
obviously, I
Who
don't
are
think
you
that that's
trying to
possible.
convince, fat boy, that you're not black? Huh? You're N-word just like the rest of us. So who are you trying to convince?
Sorry, Max, did I say I was
Reality.
not? But when you asked me when I was with if I were black or not, what did I say?
You
You're
look
black.
fucking black, you
Okay,
fat boy. You
this
keep
guy is
saying
just
Reality.
chimping out, man.
you keep
Wait,
saying
When
mods, where are
you
you?
are different. You're a fucking
when you
nigger.
walk outside, people
The
You
people
mods
when
don't
you
fucking
walk
actually
nigger.
outside, Tyler, people see
the
you
mods don't actually do anything here.
preferably
They
see
only like block people if they don't like
when.
them. They don't
Yeah, okay,
actually
well,
do
yeah,
anything else.
whatever. But I'm just saying, when you walk outside, society will look at you as what?
Black.
Gotcha.
Actually, it depends. To be fair, there are a lot of people that think that
I
I'm
said
Dominican.
society as a whole.
It depends.
Depends on what.
If you mean like the Hispanic society, well, a lot of them think that I'm Dominican.
We're not talking about the Hispanics. We're talking about the black society. When you walk outside, what does society look at you as?
The black society generally thinks that I'm biracial.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It depends. Yeah, they can probably. Some can tell. Some can tell because I get
white
it.
people see me as black. Black people see me as biracial. Hispanic people see me as Dominican.
Oh, you said Hispanics think really? So you said that a Hispanic
I've actually been
person?
told
No,
that.
no,
I've
no,
actually
no,
been told
no,
that
no.
many
I'm just
times.
trying to. You said you walk outside, so you cross paths with a Hispanic person, and they say, "Hey, man, hey, are you Dominican?"
If I don't speak, they think that I am. The second that I speak, they don't believe that I am anymore. But I've been told from a couple of people in the Hispanic community, whether they're Puerto Rican or Mexican or whatever, they said if I spoke Spanish, they wouldn't even think twice about it. Because I don't have, like, for instance, like my nose is not stereotypically black. I don't have a stereotypically black nose. Um, I just don't have a lot of that structure that looks exactly black, but enough black that most people are
Tyler,
like, that's a
everything
black guy.
about you says
You know what I
black.
mean?
No matter what you say, you do look like a black person.
I
As
said
soon
that
as I
already.
saw you for the first time, when everybody told me about you, they were like,
I
this
said that.
white guy,
I
right?
said that already.
But as soon as
This
I
is a
saw a
black
video of you,
black guy.
it was
This
a
is a black
black
guy.
person. I
I've
said,
already
wait,
said
that's a
that.
nigger. That's a
I don't
nigger on the
understand why this guy is
screen.
Okay,
chimping out,
August.
man.
That's a
August. I
fat
couldn't say it.
fucking
August.
nigger.
I
He
couldn't
keeps
say it.
showing
So
himself
don't
as
say it, August.
a
Don't say it.
muscular person, but he's fat
August. Don't say it,
and
man.
he's
Don't want to get
black.
T-Bone's live taken down, man. All right.
You're fat and you're black. Tyler, make
Wait,
it
but
make
why are you
sense.
guys using that and
You must be
weaponizing that?
stupid if you
He's
keep trying
trying
to
to
convince
upset me,
yourself
but
that
he
you're
doesn't
not fat
understand.
and you're
Max,
not
I get a
He
little
black.
doesn't. He
frustrated.
doesn't
You're
That's
understand
all.
that he's
stupid,
not
Tyler.
intelligent enough to trigger me.
Tyler, you're
Like you would
stupid.
have to be
And
of a
Tyler, can I
higher
ask you
intellect
this
in order
question,
to
Tyler? I've been
emotionally
trying to
upset
ask you
me.
this question.
There's
I've been trying
nothing
to
that you
get
can
people to
do that's going to
ask you
upset
this.
me
Tyler,
because
why
I
don't you
still
leave this
understand
country
that I'm
first?
superior, man. There's nothing that you're
Why
going to be
don't you
able to
set
do.
an example for the rest of us and leave the country? Or why don't you drop on a sword, Tyler, so you could be the
Augie, are you
first,
white?
Tyler?
No, August is black. He's
You're a
black.
No,
He's
he's
black.
fucking loser,
If
listen,
they're
Tyler.
Max,
Because
listen to
you
him. He
should
is a
lead by
typical black.
example. All
Like, does
these
he
things that
sound
you
like he's
say,
like
lead by
white?
example. You black
Honestly,
I don't
boy.
know what he sounds like.
You little black
he
boy, lead
sounds
by
Max,
like a
he's black.
crash
That's
out
why
He's
black.
I
black.
asked.
Please, black
He's
boy,
black.
lead
Yeah,
by
he's a
example.
chimp out black. That's what he is.
All right,
Little
hold
black boy,
on.
lead
This
by
whole
example. Am I
chimp and
chimping
shit,
out
right?
because
This
I'm
whole
not
chimp and
mad?
shit. Like,
I'm
who
not
started
chimping
that?
out.
Was
I'm
it
just
white? Hey,
talking
was it
loud.
white people who started that
I'm
word?
just
Because
speaking loud
is
right
that a new
now.
It
word for
started
black
I'm
on
folks?
chipping
I'm just
TikTok.
out.
I
curious.
don't know who actually
Everybody knows
started it,
what
but
it's
it
like
definitely
whenever
started on
I'm probably
TikTok.
chipping out right now. This is not me
No, I'm
chimping
just
out,
curious, like
motherfucker.
who
I'm
who
pointing
made
out
the
that you're
word,
fat and
man.
you're
That's
black.
all.
Why is he so
I'm
mad?
just
Yeah,
pointing
Elisa,
out that you're
typical
fat
black
and you're
crash out.
black.
Yep.
You
That's
keep
why the
trying to
entire
convince
comment
people
section
by making these
understands that you're
fake
just a
AIs of
typical
a
black crash
muscular
out, man.
person, right?
They're
When
not
you're
on your
not
side, bro.
muscular, you're fat. You're a
I
fat
feel like that's
boy.
so unfair, though. I feel
You
like when people
fucking
crash
fat
out, how
boy.
come that when it's a black person, it's always chimping out? Like whenever I have debates and somebody who's of another race is calling me slurs and trying to upset me, and they're crashing out, no one says anything racially specific
Right.
to them crashing out.
Well,
But then
because Max, because that's the historical. Like
no,
they've,
I know,
since
but
it's
then when I
historical.
point that out,
It's
they're like,
historical.
no, well, no, like I'm just like, well, you're holding me to such a high standard in comparison to my other racial counterparts. Just like, well, I'm not doing that, but you are. But we don't have a term that we use to label your crash out, but you have one for mine. Even when I'm not even crashing out, because there's been times like when I'm crashing out with friends and I'm debating them, but
Sure
like,
they do. They started saying
yeah,
Karen before people started saying chimping out.
Karen, that is kind of true. But I'm talking about when
Well,
people are actually crashing out, like
Karens are real, even
what.
though, and they're predominantly white women, certain type of white women. So
But
yeah,
I thought Karen was
factual.
just for belligerent people who you see out in public.
Come
There's
on, we all
no.
know that Karen's for white women. We all know that.
Yeah,
What's the one for black women?
that's factual.
Because
Yeah, that is,
Yeah, for black women, it's just Shaquisha.
okay, I thought it was the N hard R, but
Nah.
because
historical
every time I'm on
Max.
Twitter, and I see a black woman crashing out or a black man, automatic, and I'm like, dang, I'm like, it's automatic too.
You know what's
That
crazy
is a
about
term
that?
that's used.
With that word, you know what's crazy about that? Since that's so much a historical factor. Like I remember, anybody remember the Webster Dictionary?
Is
I
that
was just
term in
scrolling.
there?
I was just scrolling through the Webster Dictionary. I was young. Oh, I forgot. I was young as hell, and I was just scrolling. I said, "Damn, they got this word in the dictionary." And I read the definition of what it was, but then I sat back and thought about the historical factor of how that word was created. So it's like they made it a slur for black folks, but then they put in the dictionary for the definition. I guess what it's supposed to be. I never could understand that.
Nah, but I actually really don't get mad at the term though. I just like because it's just like it's like a word specifically reserved because you know what I noticed I've seen other white people call themselves that term. Like I've seen them say those things to each other. I'm just like
Mac, right, okay, like they claim that right now in society, some white people think the word cracker is a slur, right? But I've been in proximity of white people where they call them that and they laugh with each other. So how is it a slur when they laugh with it?
well, I don't think people laughing at a specific word means that they're okay with it being a slur or that it isn't a slur. Just because someone laughs at
But
a
no, did
word
you?
does not
Okay,
mean
I
it's
get
something.
that.
Yeah.
Right now, if a black person will call a white person that word's a slur, but they don't, they laugh with that slur. So how's it a bad word?
Just because someone laughs at something someone
Because we're
says doesn't
not
mean
so
that it's not a
Yeah,
sensitive.
slur.
that's what I was trying to get at. Like it's just because a group of people or a group of people of that race that the slur is about are laughing at the slur does not mean it's not a slur. They
Yeah,
just
just
are
because they're not
not
offended doesn't
they're
mean that
not
you didn't.
affected. They're unaffected
Yeah,
by the slur.
that's just because white people have, again, more emotional regulation than black people.
Just like all my friends are black, right? And sometimes when we joke, we sometimes when we joke, like I try to not use the N word because I
Thank you,
feel like I
Kayla.
shouldn't use it. I shouldn't be using it, but when I do use it, it's sometimes we do use a hard R, but like it's jokes. That doesn't mean it's not a slur just because I'm
I use that
laughing
shit
or
all the
joking
time.
about it.
I only use the N word as a slur.
Do you use that
Only as a
amongst your?
slur?
Do
Only
you
as
have
a
white
slur?
friends,
That's crazy.
Tyler?
Do I have white friends?
Yeah.
I only have white friends.
Oh, are you okay with them calling you like the N word and stuff like that?
Like jokingly, yeah, sure. Like if we
No,
joke, but
not jokingly. No,
the
not
thing is,
jokingly. No, that wasn't a
I'm
question.
not around people that call me the N word if they mean it with their full chest. That those wouldn't be my friends. If they're joking and we're just like roasting each other back and forth, yeah, sure they can. They typically don't though, just because I'm just better. I'm just better at roasting you than you would be at roasting me. So it just I don't know. It just wouldn't really work. But no, we do that. I mean, that's how dudes joke around. I mean, I don't know about
No, but
women,
like
but
you
that's
know,
how
like
dudes joke around. We joke around. We say racist shit to each other.
well,
That
have you
shit is
heard?
funny.
Well, when you
Do you know how
Also,
many things I've said about Bleach being a fucking Jew? Like I
yeah,
say this shit all the time.
yeah, don't bother me.
no,
I've
but
And
in
never.
the
the thing
way
is,
you know how black people typically use the N word very very casually to the point where it's not necessarily a roast. We just be
they are the
talking
most
and
sensitive people there are.
Yeah,
That's just a
so
fact.
real.
They're so sensitive when it comes to a word. There is no more powerful word in the English language, and they've made it that powerful.
So why did you
Nobody
white
else.
people created that word then? Since we so emotional,
So plenty of people
To
created plenty of
subjugate you,
I
different
to
just
words.
under,
said, why did white people create that word, and for what
to
reason?
show society that you are what they think you are.
So we're just that
You're
word, right?
exactly what they think you are. Yeah, you act that way every day.
wait, but I have a question for that for okay,
But
Kunta, like when you hear that term, right? Or even Tyler, because you're like black, I guess.
If I hear that term, I think it's funny.
Yeah, I don't get offended by it because typically like it's they're just saying it because when you break down why they're calling you it, they're basically just trying to call you ignorant and unintelligent. Like when they
but
typically are using the word
how
or
could
to
you
demean you.
how could you be offended
I am
by it
far
when
more
you're
likely
called?
in person. If someone in person were to call me the N word, I would probably just laugh. I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I usually do.
If they are trying to get some type of physical reaction from me, I generally don't react that way unless you're
Yeah.
intimidating me or trying to put hands on me. But you are more likely to get a visceral reaction from me by calling me a bitch more than you would calling me the N-word. On the internet, I don't care. There's nothing that people can do. I think threatening
Right.
people online is really corny. But in person, like, yeah, if you were to call me a bitch or something like that, you'd be more likely to get that reaction that you want than calling me the N-word.
Yeah. I feel the same way in person. Well,
I
in
always
person, I've never been called like the hard R with the A at the end, but like I've never. No one's like really calling me that though. Like I've never like on the internet all the time, but like
Yeah, I've
literally,
never been called that in person.
I've been called all types of coons and hard R's by white people and black people. So it's not really.
I don't
It's
believe
not
they was
really.
calling me that word because I was unintelligent. I believe they called me that word because they was fucking racist.
No, I remember like when I was debating
Yeah,
an
you'd be wrong.
FBA,
Kunta,
I was
you
debating a
act like an N-word. Of course you're going to be called one.
No,
no,
did
but
you hear what I just said? It's
sometimes
not
it's
because I'm
genuinely
not ignorant. It's
unwarranted.
because I believe the person who said that because they was just racist when they said that word to me.
You think everyone's racist. You think Bleach is racist. You think everyone's racist.
Well, I believe white people have more racial biases. I do
There
believe
we go.
that. Yeah, I do.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's just white people. I feel like it's people who are. This thing is just non-black people in general. Because even when I talk to or when I debate people who are not black, they do have biases towards me. They're very quick to throw a racial slur at me simply because I'm black and I'm debating them. And I've noticed that. And I'm
Exactly, Max. Yep.
when I'm being because I try to be as fair to them as possible. I'm like, okay, they're not being rude towards me because of my race. But then like something will happen. It's just like, yeah, it obviously is because there'd be somebody else on the panel making the same type of points as me, but then you'll call me something and racial, and we don't treat them like that. So it's just like, yeah, it happens, but it's not really that deep. Like if someone calls me the N-word, like so what? Like even if it's in person, like who's
The
really
N,
doing that? Like I'm like a fruity butterfly. Like
but
no one's really attacking me.
the N word is the strangest word anyway, because you hate the word if certain people say it to you, but you can call it to yourselves all day long, right?
Well, to be
And you
fair,
can hear it
no
all
one's
day
calling
long
each
and
other.
music
For
and
you to
everything else. Yeah,
for
I
you to
don't
sit there
care.
and say that.
It's this bullshit thing that was made up to be something to be offended by.
Well,
Like
for you
I
to
can
sit
tell
and
you
say
this: that
this,
Tyler will call me a Jew all day. He'll say stuff. It doesn't
I
bother me.
with
I'm
the
not that
A,
sensitive.
with the A, it means
And then again,
never.
hold on.
It's
I don't
with
care
the
what the
A. It
I
says
don't get.
never
You
ignorant
don't have
getting
to
goals
explain
done.
this to me. I don't have an 84 IQ, right? But
You
the
know
thing
what,
is,
Bleach? You ain't
I
that
can tell
fucking
you this
smart,
on the
man. You're
East
not.
Coast.
You've already been.
On the
This
East
already been
Coast,
debunked. You ain't that smart. So shut the fuck up.
It's
I
been
never considered.
debunked
I'm
that
saying
he's
I'm
not
smart.
smart.
He's not. He's not. He's been debunked. A lot of
compared
times
to
he's been
you.
debunked. He didn't stumble on words. People ask him, say he don't know shit. He just sit there and say and then he pivot to something else. So he's not. He's really not. Be honestly, no, he's not.
I don't know, man. I don't know very many dumbasses who are financially successful with beautiful wives.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's a fucking slumlord. He said he doesn't rent to black folks.
And
We
Hell,
have
he's
to
I don't
and,
stop.
care.
We have to
and
stop
shaky.
assuming people's
You're a
IQs.
50-year-old. Wait, how old you, Phoebe? 50-something years old, never been married, and a fucking alcoholic. Shut the fuck up, you loser.
Why? Well,
Oh,
I'm not
Tyler,
acting.
how
I'm
do you
not a
feel about
loser.
getting
I just
married?
chose not to get married. Hey, yeah, regardless, everybody is marriage for everyone. Huh?
I want to get
Should everybody
married.
have to get married?
Well, I want
And
the
by the
opportunity
way,
to.
what I was going to say is on the East Coast, like in New York and places like
Yeah,
that, a
New
lot of
York.
people use the N word.
In the
It's
Jewish
used more. Shut
community,
the
we get it.
fuck up.
No, you
Have some
shut the
self
fuck up.
control. Have some self. Go get a beer. So
Oh my
I
god,
noticed
man.
this that Spanish people say
Is
the
that
word
what you
all the
drink,
time.
Kunta? You drink beer?
They say the N word all the time. It's said a
Mainly
lot.
beer. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol. Beer.
Budweiser?
Yeah,
Heineken?
America's beer. Cubs fan, Bud man. You know the Cubbies?
I do.
Oh, no. It's a staple in Chicago.
Jeez.
You know that's where I'm
How
from,
much
right?
money?
You know the
How much?
city that everybody thinks. Yeah.
How much money do you think you spend? Like I don't know, like a week on alcohol?
Not that much, to be honestly. No, I do it in moderation.
Hundreds? Do you think you
You need
spend
to go buy
hundreds?
a juicer. Juice.
Do you think that you spend more than $100 a week on alcohol?
Nah, maybe every 2 weeks, give or take.
I don't know about that one.
Well, you see, right, you don't know.
They
See,
calling Cap.
right? No, Max, don't run with this bullshit.
You
Don't do
drink
it.
you drink way too much. You drink way too much to spend $100 every 2 weeks. You spend way more than that.
I don't believe so.
He ain't
Yeah,
trying to say
because you
you're a
probably passed
drunkard.
out. You probably passed out drunk. You don't fucking remember.
Gee, are you selling your EBT cards?
You should save your receipts. You
What's
should
up
I
with
save your
do.
receipts for it. You should save your receipts for a week and then add it up.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
a
because you don't.
casual. You're a casual drinker. Don't shame me for it.
He's not a casual drinker. He'll tell you this motherfucker is like a perpetual drinker every day, all day.
Well, at least you don't smoke cigarettes, right?
It's either here nor
Alcohol is
there.
the leading. It's like the leading substance in the United States that unalives people.
Yeah, but I'm saying at least it's
Yes.
something added
It's worse
onto it.
than drugs. You're right. Correct. It's worse than fucking smugs. Exactly right. It is. Yep. It is. I would agree.
You gotta chill, bro. Wait, no, but Tyler, how do you feel about gay marriage though?
Ew. In my society, that would be criminal. It would not. Well, I can't. I guess it wouldn't be criminal. It would just be impossible because we would not allow gay marriages. We wouldn't allow homosexuals in the United States at all if it were up to me.
Why? What did we do?
You know, hold on. For
How
him to
about
You
say
ex-
that,
people?
you
How
right?
ex-
about people? How about
you
people with speech
exist.
impediments?
For him to say that, you know, it was a senator who just passed away, and I had a feeling that he could have been like that, but I wasn't like in tune. But then they spoke about how he like kind of like made society great for his community and vice versa, and this and that's like damn. But he was a great guy because he somewhat made society great. You know, he did things for he had
And
humanity.
also,
Put it that way.
the biggest issue that I don't want with homosexuals is that I don't want another Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't want God to send fucking napalm from the sky and blow up a whole city and maybe a couple of innocent people are unalive too. That's why I want all of you gone. We'll put you on like some type of island, some lesbian homosexual fuck island that you guys degenerate whatever. Maybe we'll give
Yo,
you
Tyler, are you
California.
a part of the Black Lives Matter movement or what?
No. And so we'll dig up the tectonic plate of California. We'll push you out, like 100 square miles outside of here. And boom, you guys can have your own country. And that way, when God comes back
Would
and
you
decides,
please?
oh, we're going to go ahead, we need to scourge all the terrible homosexuals
When
again. Oh, wait, they're all in one island. That's
when you
easy.
say
Boom.
California, you mean San Francisco?
All of California.
But
Wow.
where's it preferably at in California?
I don't know. I'm just saying we just give all the
I just
homosexuals
asked a
sanctuary
But
question.
we
in.
can be
I
first
just
of all,
said I
we're
don't
productive
know.
towards society. We
You're
are
not productive if you're homosexuals.
what do you mean? We still can
You're taking
contribute.
us. You're literally taking. I don't care what you contribute
So
to
you,
people think that the economy is like the most important thing. I would rather a poor country that is morally sound than a rich country that is degenerate.
What? How are we degenerate just because we are attracted to the same sex? How are we?
Because you
We
are
can't
going
help it.
against God's design. You definitely can help it. One
Okay.
hundred percent.
Okay. Do you believe that it could be subject to change? Do you think that people who are homosexual could change?
Yes.
Okay. How do you do that?
I have no idea.
Shock
I
therapy.
think it's possible. I just don't think it's probable, especially if we allow it. If we criminalize it, boom. Bring shaming back again, boom. Kick you out of the country, boom.
Wow.
I'm not saying that you can control your desires, but you can definitely control your behaviors. So, regardless if you're attracted to them or not, you don't have to act on
so
your
within that
desires.
community, you think they go out in public and show that they're like this? Do
It
you really
doesn't
think they
matter
do
if it's
that?
in public or not.
I
First
just
of all, it's
again,
actually it's Pride Month, and I remember I debate so many LGBTQ spaces I debate all the time. Sometimes they really do make it shameful to be a homosexual, and I'm so okay. This sounds bad. I'm happy that I'm a femme presenting person, so like I've never like I when I go out with my girlfriend, they automatically assume that we're straight. Like they think we're like best friends, and because we're both them, and it's like the most weirdest interaction. They think we're lying, and I feel like gay men definitely have it harder than us, in my opinion. But like,
I agree. Yeah, men in that.
The
Yeah,
only the
men,
only
mostly
good
men.
thing the only good thing about homosexuals is that they
Well,
can't
Shaky, how
procreate.
is it for you?
well, we can still
I'm not
procreate.
gay.
We just can't procreate the natural
You
way, in
sure?
which
What you
You
talking about,
can't
B? I'm not
procreate
gay,
with each
B. Shut
other.
the fuck up, man.
no, you can be artificially inseminated though.
It's not the same.
IVF.
If you want to be a fucking test tube baby or whatever,
I
I
don't know.
guess.
You're in the
But
50s, single. I don't know. All drink. It all points to one thing, Shaky.
Because I drink, so I'm gay. Because I drink, because I'm gay. Is that what you just said? And I'm single. I'm
And
single, and
no,
I drink. I'm gay.
you've never been
Make it.
married,
Can
Shaky.
you please make it
You've never been married, Shaky. Yes, it all
right?
gives. I'm gay.
At one moment, yes. Because you know what, marriage is like a fucking job. You know that, right?
I'll say so. Listen, just agree. I understand you just agreed that you are, and
I'm
it's
not gay.
fine.
I like women.
Wait,
I
why
like
are so
women.
many men DL? Like, I don't get why there's such like a
I
shame
know.
attached to
I don't know
being
why he
a
just
gay
doesn't come
man.
out. This is why he drinks. Like if you just come out and
Bleach,
So
you're
admit
you're
what
gonna
you
sit here
drinking.
on
are.
TikTok? Are you gonna sit on TikTok and say that you're gonna spread this on to fucking TikTok? Really?
What are you
Like
talking about?
literally?
This is why you
You
drink.
spread
Your
a whole bunch of
verbiage.
shit to TikTok,
Your
buddy.
fucking verbiage. No, not you, Tyler.
Oh,
I
he's
mean,
using the V
you,
word again.
you, you whatever. But I'm just saying. It's like seriously,
You
Bleach.
Freaky.
spread a bunch
Yes.
of fuck shit to TikTok. Don't even act that way.
Well, no, actually, no, I don't. I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
You constantly are fucking saying that Bleach called you the N word, which he never did. You constantly go
Whoa.
on panels and say that my mother was a crackhead. Like you
No,
say,
you said that.
stop saying that you don't
And
say
you know
fuck
what? And
shit.
you know what, Tyler? I
Stop
didn't
saying
say
that you don't
that.
say fuck
I
shit.
didn't say that, Tyler. But somebody else who claimed that they knew
This
said
man
that,
has
and
said
you
that like a
kind of
million
agreed with it.
times, bro.
And I
This
just
man is
ran
so
with it.
drunk he
I just
doesn't even
ran with
remember.
it. Well, no, I just ran with it because I
Why
heard it
are
from
you calling
somebody
people
else.
moms crackheads? Can we talk
Right.
about
I just ran with it, Max. Because somebody else said it. I say, really? And then you say, yeah, she has some issues. And I just ran with it. Yes, I
My
was
mother
ignorant by
never did
running with it.
crack. My mother never did crack. She did
Well,
heroin. It's a
Listen,
difference.
Oh my
oh,
god.
there
what
are
the
studies.
fuck? What's the difference?
There are
The fuck the
studies that
difference
Different.
is?
show,
Crack is
Freaky,
for
there are
blacks.
studies that show men that have never been married and that drink in their 50s,
You know what, Bleach?
95%
You
of
know
them
what,
are
Bleach?
gay.
I know because I said, yeah, you can keep running with that in your daughter.
95%.
Fuck you want, man. I don't give a shit, man.
Well,
I
Bleach, I
really
mean, do you
don't.
honestly believe that though? Like, and even if
I
it
don't know.
were,
Fuck out of here,
Yeah,
man.
wait, hold
absolutely.
up, Bleach. As a married man, do you think that there are a lot of married men who aren't attracted to women? Because I feel like when it comes to DL men, a lot of them are in relationships with
You
women.
mean sexually attracted?
I don't
Yes,
know about.
yes.
I don't know anything about
Yeah,
that deviant behavior.
I'm sexually attracted to women. I just don't find you to have any utility outside of that.
So, would you say you're romantically attracted to the opposite sex, or that's still off the table too?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm romantically attracted to women, but I don't find that you hold very much utility outside of procreation and satisfying my sexual desires.
Wait, so you're sexually attracted to women, but in terms of the
But I
romance,
have no other use for you.
do you not feel like you can be friends with women?
No.
See, I feel like it's interesting. For me as a homosexual person, like that doesn't really apply. I feel so
There'd be
bad.
no reason for me to have. I mean, you're asking, could I? Sure, but why would I?
I
Like, it
mean,
just
but
doesn't
why
seem like it would make sense to me.
for your friends that are men, right? What do you talk about? What do you guys interact on? Why are you guys friends?
Me and my homie.
Yeah.
I say homie because that's ebonics.
I guess we're friends.
Hold on.
I
You
guess
can't
we're
say homie
friends
because that's
because
ebonics. Can you say the white version? You can't say that because that's ebonics. You can't say that. There you go.
Clock it,
yeah.
Crucial.
So me and my white brethren. I guess I would just say that we are friends. I don't know. I mean, how do friends get? I don't know. You start talking to somebody, you start realizing that you share similar views or values. You joke on each other, insult each other, find it to be hilarious. You realize that you both are triggered by those things. You have some kind of common goal. You understand that bitches ain't shit, and then you just
No,
realize,
don't be
oh, damn,
rephrasing
we're
Snoop.
good.
Don't
Wait,
phrase Snoop. Don't do
so
that.
basically
Don't do that. Don't
you're
do it.
friends with that person because you guys should have common interests. You guys joke about the same things. You guys have the same type of
Yeah,
humor. So you
similar
guys
values.
right. So do you not feel like you could find that with a woman? Like,
There'd be no reason for me to. Everything that a
well,
woman
there's
can
no
give
reason
me,
for you to with a man either. Would you
everything
agree
that a
with
woman
that?
can give me outside of some type of sexual romantic in a sexual romantic nature, if it's platonic, there is nothing platonically that a woman could give me that is not going to be insufficient compared to what a man can platonically give me.
Wait, but
Right?
in the
Women
way
are
you
less
describe,
listen, I'm gonna break it down. Women are less loyal than men. Women are less intelligent than men. They're less likely to understand dark humor. They're more easily offended. They can't fucking defend me if I were to get into a fight. They can't help me, right? So it's like, what fucking use are you?
Well, it's some women that can
wait,
fight.
but everything you just described though, a woman can do all those things, right? A woman can be intelligent enough for you to be friends with her, correct?
No, they can do it worse than men. Like, okay, here's two things. Or one thing that I value above all else is absolute loyalty. Women are not loyal by nature. It's not in your nature to be loyal, right? It's
Where do
within
you
a
get this? Where
man's
do you get this
it's
information
within a
from?
man's nature to be loyal. That's why when I see men that cheat on their wives or or whatever. I mean, you're feminine. You're basically a woman. Why would you do that?
Wait, okay. Wait, so for
Slavery. Hold on. You
I
said
don't know
women?
I don't know where that comes from, so I really
Damn.
can't argue against it. So I don't know what study you're using to say that women are disloyal disproportionately than men are, to the point where even if men are disloyal, it
I'm
would
not
be
using a study.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh,
I
wait, so
believe if
I
women
feel like
cheat,
what? You're not
I
friends?
believe
Okay.
women cheat is because the man cheated. I believe if a woman would
I can
cheat
prove
because the man
biblically.
cheated.
I can prove
That's my
biblically that
opinion,
we are
but
more loyal, and that we're called to be loyal by God Himself.
Well,
Women are not.
I think you could debate that with someone else because I'm not religious at all. But
You
even
bitches can't even keep the same friends. Like, bro. Look on this, on fucking T-Bone's own panel. Every other day, you bitches are fucking going back and forth with each other. Like, you'll be friends one day, and then you're enemies the next day, and then you're friends again, and then enemies the next, right? You guys are pathetic. Like, you guys don't understand what loyalty is. You guys don't have that. It's not within your nature to be loyal. That does not mean that a woman
I
cannot be
know, but
loyal.
where is
I'm
it?
just
Where does
saying it's
that
not in
come
your
from,
nature.
though? That's what I'm saying. Where does that come from?
It
Because
comes
I
from
don't.
your genes.
it was accountability.
What?
I
Wait,
just
okay.
said that word. Hold on. I just said that word. He just said it, and nobody said nothing.
What?
Somebody just said, "Hey, did you really say that word, Shaky?" Now he says it, but it's like crickets.
Says what?
Yeah, because no one cares.
Yeah.
No, okay. The
But
point
no. When I said it earlier to that one female, everybody comment, "Oh," but
because you came at Bleach for saying
Yeah,
it when you
because you
did it
came at me
too.
for saying
I
you
didn't
hypocrite.
commit bleach. I didn't. It wasn't. See, I said a female. If you listen to what I was saying, damn, and not you, Max, because I liked you. I like your
We
perspective.
heard what you said. Don't be a hypocrite.
Wait, well, let me respond to what Tyler said because I feel
We've
like it's
already
so interesting.
established that you're gay now, Shaky. Well, don't be a hypocrite on top of it, okay?
You know
Be a
what,
good
bleach?
gay.
You know what?
Be a
Yeah,
good gay.
in your own mind, you keep saying that shit, Joe. In real life, I will fuck your ass up.
Let me put this into perspective.
I don't care about going to
What did you
prison
just say?
for pieces
What
of
did
shit
you
like
just say?
you.
What did you just say? You wanted to attack my ass. It proves that you are gay, Shaky.
How did I say that? When did I even say that?
I feel like I did hear you say that though.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's see, you know, and see, yeah, okay, keep doing it. Keep fucking doing it. Keep running that narrative.
Let me land my
Listen,
plane though.
you digitally essayed me just now.
Oh my god.
The thing
man.
is, I feel I've had the same conversation with another boy, and we were talking, and I was talking about like we got along on a lot of things. We were talking about politics. We talked about other stuff. We talked about like our affiliations, like on Twitter and all that stuff. We were just going deep dive, like just how you do on TikTok lives, all that stuff. And we actually did things. You know, he liked to go to the gym. We were into cycling. Do actually really like cycling, and we were just nerding out on cycling. I was like, oh yeah, we should
You're a
definitely.
homosexual, so of course you can do that. There would
Even
be no
okay.
reason for him to be
You
around
say
you, though.
lesbian? Can you at least say lesbian?
I was
That's
okay. No, let me finish though. The point is that after that, he was like, "Oh man," like he instead of like wanting to be friends, he wanted to go out, and I was just like, "Damn!" Like,
Yeah, see,
no,
exactly.
I know, but I that's how men are, and I think a lot of women they don't
Because
understand.
there's
Like,
no reason. If I'm not cracking, why is this woman around me?
but we got. I asked him, I was like, "What we?" Many things like we were literally having a great conversation. Like he's like, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "But I would
You're not a
I would
guy.
try something on you." He was like, "I would try something on you," and
Yeah,
he's
you're
like,
not a
I
guy.
don't." That's not fair. That's so sad.
Yeah,
Men are
have
so
women friends.
no, I do, but I also have friends that are men who are not only homosexuals.
Oh shit.
But maybe I could be mistaken. Maybe if given the
You,
opportunity to have them engage with me like that, they would. But like I said, to my knowledge and to what we have going on, we are friends. Like, and I feel so bad for women who are heterosexual because I think sometimes they want to be friends with men, but they need to realize that a lot of men really just don't want. I think it can be possible, but a lot of men think like
First of all,
you.
they're the ones.
it
They're the
depends.
ones
It depends.
that end up
They
cheating,
can't
though.
be friends. It depends on
yeah, it
whatever.
depends if you're gay or not, which you are, and this is why
You know
you
what,
find
Blade?
this
And
easy.
I swear to God, on everything on my grandmother's grave, you want to keep fucking spreading this narrative, I will fuck your livelihood up.
Wait a minute,
Okay?
Kunta,
My
you're gay?
livelihood? How would you do that, Shaky?
Wait, Kunta, hold on, I missed it. Kunta, you're gay?
Yes.
I like it.
He came out today. Congratulations. We support you.
I knew it.
I like it. I like it, Bleach. I fucking
You
like
like
it.
you like it? I bet you do.
No, I just know I like the narrative. The fucking narrative.
You see these Freudian slips he keeps doing?
Y'all
I
need
like
to
the
stop. It
narrative.
really is Pride Month. Like, you guys have to stop.
Well, I like the narrative, Bleach, because you mad because I claim, since I lied about you being saying the N-word, now I got it. Yeah, so I'm going to run with that narrative from now on. I'm going to run with it.
Shaky, and you will find out that it will not do anything nor bother me at all. But
Right.
evidently,
And vice versa.
Yeah, you're upset.
You know what,
because this
Bleach?
is the
I swear to
problem.
God, I try
I
to give you the
understand you're
benefit
an
of the
older
doubt.
guy.
I'm going to say this.
It's
I try to give you the
okay.
benefit of the...
Shaky, it's okay.
You know what,
This
man?
is not the 1960s,
See, this is the reason why I don't like white people like you.
This is not the 1960s. You're allowed to come out now. It's okay. We're not going to look at you anyway.
For the one,
It's
you know,
fine.
Bleach. This what I said. The
run
other day we talking about ignorance. The other day we talking about ignorance. You're ignorant. You're ignorant person, Bleach. You're very ignorant. Very ignorant. Very
You can
ignorant.
come out. You can even tell us who your boyfriend is, and you should celebrate it.
It's cool. Yeah, I know.
It's legal.
It doesn't
again,
bother me.
Wait, but
You
there
know
are
what
two
bothers
other
me is
ones
the
that are
ignorance.
messy. Do you feel like the same
What bothers
way?
me is
Like,
the ignorance. The ignorance that he's. The ignorance. You're ignorant fuck. I hate to say it, but you are. And it just, I don't like ignorant people.
Yeah, Kunta, you can't get mad at Bleach for doing the thing that you did to him.
I'm not mad. I'm just
You
like, yeah.
started this.
Maybe I
at the
did,
end of the
Tyler.
day-
Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Give or take. Okay.
Why don't you just be a big man and just say, "Look, I apologize. I shouldn't have done it," and then you guys can just end it.
no, Kunta was like, Bleach called a black woman a bitch, and then a white woman came up here. He's like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Right? Hey, see? That's what I just said earlier.
You're terrible, bro.
I don't get it.
We know
You're wrong. Dead ass wrong. Wait, but Kunta, are you FBA or no?
I'm just a black man in America.
Oh,
I don't
are
run
you
with that.
FBA?
I don't run with that. I don't know shit about no FBA.
Shaky, go back to being Dana's token. That's where you can, she'll take care of you over there. Because she doesn't care that you're gay.
I like some white people. Yeah, I like some white people.
She's not going to care that you're gay.
Wait, you're not FBA though? Are you?
No, I'm not, Max. No, I'm not. No.
Okay, you don't agree with their.
How he's gay?
No, I know. I don't know. I don't know with their ideology. No.
Okay. Because literally, one of the FBAs called Dr. Umar like a hard R because they say he be cooning.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I don't run with that like that. No, I don't run with that shit.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is to be a coon? It just means to hold the black community accountable while being black. That's what that means.
I know it has real definition to it, but I overused because people don't know how to debate and people get very emotional when you try to help. You're right with the accountability part, yeah, but sometimes people do be cooning. Like, what's that officer? You know who Officer Tatum is?
Yes. Yeah, the light skinned guy. Yeah, that.
Did you hear what he said about Charlie Kirk?
No.
Was it recently or past tense?
When Charlie Kirk passed away, this was recent. When Charlie Kirk, this is actually this is September, but that's recent enough. When Charlie Kirk passed away, he cried, right? Then, like a week later, he was having this debate about showing emotions in front of women and how he feels like it's counterproductive to building a strong relationship with women. And he was like, even if my own son died, I wouldn't shed a tear. And then cuts the next clip of him crying about Charlie Kirk, and it's just like.
Well, that's different.
For the whole Charlie Kirk situation, right? He's from Arlington Heights, Illinois, right? Do you know his mentor? Yeah, his mentor is named Bill Montgomery. He was for the ones that know politics, because I just learned this. When Obama was president, something called the Tea Party. What was the Tea Party? What did not like about Obama with the Tea Party?
Taxes.
Yeah, it could have been at that time, but what they have against Obama.
The Boston Tea Party.
You're going to make it racist. We understand, Stephen. Go ahead.
Well, no, race.
You're upset. You're upset because they didn't like gay people.
Race is relevant in society, regardless of anybody fucking say. I don't give a shit. Yes, should it be? No, but it is. Plain and simple.
Then, if you don't want it to be, why do you talk about it all day long?
Because it's in our faces.
No, it's because this is your identity. This is all you are. You're just black.
How
You're nothing
so? Well,
else.
how so?
You're
My
nothing
family's
else.
interracial. How so?
You're
My
a
family's
black.
interracial.
Listen, you're a black gay man in America, and this upsets you.
Wait, but Bleach, do you not think that holds weight? Because I even think that socially speaking, you being black is kind of, depending on where you're located and who you're surrounded with, it could be considered taboo because there are certain things like as a black person that you can, once again, you could be a quote unquote good black, like, and you could be, an intellect, you can be non-stereotypical, but you'll still get
but that's just a good person.
stereotyped.
That's a
I know,
good
but
person.
you realize even with all that thing, you could still be stereotyped as, the stereotypical black person. Like certain people don't care how good you are as a person.
So what?
Yeah,
No,
no,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
okay,
I'm
right.
saying that exists. I'm not saying like oh
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Like,
All white people put raisins in their potato salad. It's.
And I don't even know who made up that joke, but I'm pretty sure
does it.
a white person did it
Everybody
before.
does this. We all do this. We're human beings. We're fallible. We all do this shit. It's just some people are way oversensitive about it.
You're a typical white man in America. I get it.
I'm a typical heterosexual white male in America. You are a typical
gay
black man,
yeah,
black
I'm a gay
homosexual in America.
why are you saying that as if being a homosexual is terrible?
Actually, he's
literally
not
the best
typical
thing ever.
Yeah. I listen. I don't have anything against. I don't care. This is why I don't care that Shaky comes out, and I'm glad that he has now, because maybe he'll stop drinking as much and accept
you know
who he
what?
is.
You know what, Bleach? I'm loving this shit, man. I really am. I'm liking it.
Of course you.
I'm liking it. I am literally liking it. I'm loving this shit. To be honest, because you're just an ignorant fuck. You don't know me, but if you want to run with this narrative, so be it. For the ones that know me, know I'm not. But if you want to run, so I never said what they claim that you claim to do. I don't even speak upon it. Yeah, I might say some sarcastic bullshit.
About what?
But I've never about you.
What do I do?
I don't. Well, they claim that you beat women.
Okay, great, good.
Okay, but I don't even talk about it. I just
care.
like.
I don't care.
Well,
I don't care.
Hey, that's cool.
Where are these claims coming from, though? Kunta, where do you get this from?
Oh, it's all fixed. Hey, Max, are you new here? Oh, you must be new, Max. You
No,
need to come
I'm
back.
fresh new.
Yeah, you got to be, because you got to be.
Something that they heard online, and they made this big story about it.
So if he can, I've never said what
Play the
people
tape.
claim
I
he's
don't care.
done.
Listen, this is how much I care.
And that's cool. I like it.
People say
I
they
fucking
have the
like
tape.
it.
I tell them to play it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, that's cool. I like it.
You can say that all you want.
I like it.
That doesn't bother me. People say it all the time to me.
I mean, my immediate question is just, did she deserve it? Like, what did she do to get that?
What?
Yeah.
That's my first question if someone says that.
Wait, H, did you just say yeah? You agree with him, or you're afraid to fight back? Like, you think it's okay for men just?
Hey, Dana, because
I'm just
you attack.
curious.
Yeah, because you attack women of color. I don't really wish to speak to you. Okay.
No, I attack.
You attack women of color. You question. You question their skin color. I think you do the black paper bag test.
When have I done that?
Bag test. You do that. Yeah, you do all these things.
So, Bleach, you know what's ironic? Okay, I understand. You know what's ironic is I don't tell lies about you.
It's
What, you're
10:17.
gonna cut me off now? No, you made an
and you're
accusation.
not in school, so I don't think.
Or
you
it's summer vacation, so I will spend my summer vacation as I wish, right? Yeah. So, but now I want to respond to the false accusation you made about me.
What false accusation?
But will you not interrupt me? Because what you like to do is you say something, and then when somebody tries to respond, you just think, oh, I'm going to talk over them, so they don't get a response. You don't like it when people launch false accusations about you. But you just launched one about. No, don't interrupt me. Let me finish completing my point, please and thank you, and then I will allow you to do the same.
Again, Dana, if you ever allowed me and didn't interrupt me when I was on your panel,
I've never attacked or questioned anybody's skin color.
But because I have no respect for you. I
But
don't give a fuck.
you just told a lie about me, but you were
I didn't
up here
tell a lie.
bitching.
What lie did I tell about you?
I want to finish my thought.
You called my woman. You called my wife a
I said
white
she has
woman.
Botox and fennel. That's not mentioning the color of her
Right. So
skin.
you attacked a woman that you've never spoken to, you have
Because
never met,
you-
and never said. You attacked a woman of color.
I didn't attack. Well,
Yes,
I don't.
You did.
I
You
don't.
did.
If somebody,
You did.
I
This is
don't
what you do.
differentiate.
You've known to
I've
do
always.
this, Dana.
So
You
you're
have been
not.
known
You're not
to
able
do
to make
this.
me make my point. You just want to talk
That's
over
because
me.
you've been
But
known
you
to
bitch
do
about
this.
Shaky telling a lie about you. But you said that I questioned her skin color. I've never done that. That's a
No,
lie.
you said she's a white woman.
She looks white.
There is nobody on God's green
And I don't know
earth
how many
that says that my
filters
wife
you
looks
have
white.
on. I don't know how many filters or how much the plastic surgery or the Botox has affected that. But you are the one. But you don't get to use bleach, and I explain this to you because I don't. I've always stuck up for your
I don't
wife.
need you to explain. Please,
Oh,
Dana,
it's
shut the
etc.
fuck up.
No.
You're a hypocrite, and I don't
You
care.
used your. No,
You're
I'm going
acting
to
like I
explain
care what you
myself.
say. You're acting
It's
like
not for you, but you came
what
up
you
here
say
and you
is
saying
irrelevant to anything.
Yeah, no, you made up a lie about me, and stop speaking over me, please. And I won't speak
I'll
over
speak
you.
over you
Yeah,
all I
Dana, I'm your
want.
token black
No,
guy, and
Shaky,
you don't care
don't
about
speak
me.
over me. No,
It's
Shaky,
cool.
don't speak over me. I'm
I'm
trying to
done.
speak
No,
over
that's
you.
Bleak said. That's
No,
Bleak said.
don't. I want to get my point across. When you use
Somebody's
your
saying
wife
that you look
as a
white.
weapon
Could
against
you imagine?
me,
Has anybody ever said that you look white?
No.
you don't get to use your wife as
honey,
a
do you
weapon
do
against
Botox?
me and tell me I can't fight back.
So then,
I've never- you put your
Dana,
wife
why
up
don't you
there.
tell? Hold on, why don't you tell
I'm
my
not
wife that she looks like an
interested in
alien?
engaging with your
No,
wife.
she's right here. Why don't you tell her that she looks like an
When
alien?
she gets her on her own account and wants to come up here and talk to me, I'd be
Oh,
happy
I'm
to.
here. I'm here. So why would you talk about me without even knowing me?
Because your
Have I done
husband,
it?
because
Who cares
talk to
about
your
my
husband,
husband?
he used
No,
you as
Dana,
a way to
Dana,
attack me.
Dana,
I stuck up for you in the past.
Dana, to be on the fair side, you don't even know me. So I don't care the beef that you have with my husband.
But
you have
he
nothing to
used
do.
you as a way to get at
How
me.
do you know
so
that
talk
he
to
used
him.
me?
Remember, she said you're an
He
alien.
put up your picture as a way to demean how I look.
Because I'm proud of my wife and that
No,
she
you
that she looks.
said-
I used her because I'm proud, and you're not proud of
He's
me.
lying.
Number one, I just turned 50, okay?
I'm not
I have
interested
not
in
used
what you're
Botox.
talking about.
Listen, I have not used Botox. I am not an alien, okay? I do take care of my health as a woman,
Oh,
okay?
you heard
I
that
think it's
alien
very
shit.
important. It's
That's right.
No,
very
you
important for
asked
women
me
to take
why
care
I
of
attacked you.
themselves.
Now allow me to respond. I'm not interested in your beauty routine. Trust me. Far from it.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The reason is your husband puts pictures up of you as a way to demean other women. So if he uses you as a weapon, then people are going to fight back against that weapon.
No, he doesn't.
So
No,
how
he
is he
doesn't.
demeaning
Yes, he does.
other
Don't
women?
let me stay out
You
of this.
jealous bitches are just mad.
What makes you think that
I
he's
would rather
demeaning me
kill
by putting
myself
his
than be
picture
married
of
to
his
Bleach.
wife that I've been
I
married to him
think
almost a
even you know
decade? What makes it so
Then
demeaning
tell
that
him
my
not to
husband
use
wants
you
to
as
put
a weapon.
pictures? How's he using me as a weapon? He's
He
proud of
uses
his
you.
wife.
He's like, you're not as pretty as my
Because she's
wife.
upset that she doesn't look like that. That's why.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I figured because I never did anything to her. I never did anything to anyone.
And I've stuck up for you in
and
the
if
past
my
when people have
husband,
demeaned you.
if my husband wants to put a picture of me up,
I don't think you're
see it as
interested in
he's proud of
engaging.
me.
As
You know, and I
crazy as
truly
your fucking
appreciate him.
Now
for
I
doing
will
that.
attack you, you fucking
Now
bitch.
the beef that you have with my husband, that's between you and him.
No, now I do have beef with you because you cut me off. You're a dumb bitch.
And you know
Anybody
what?
who's married to
And
Bleach is
you
a
know
dumb
how I
bitch.
feel.
How about that?
I've listened to him speaking with you for all these past few
Anybody
years.
who's
Okay,
married to him is a dumb bitch. And I tried to give you a chance, but you can't.
Excuse me.
Now it's my
And the reason why I see you started acting weird with him is because you lost a debate. Because I heard the debate, and I'm thinking
Yeah, you're a dumb
after
bitch
that,
who
you
doesn't know how to
started
think for
acting
yourself.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, you really started
That's
acting
good.
weird, and
I
that's
did have
very
an issue
childish.
with you before, but now that
Especially
you're
you that
demonstrating
you're a
how fucking
teacher.
dumb.
Especially you being a teacher, that's very
Now.
childish. And then to talk about
Now.
another
And you
human
sound
being
like you
without
smoked
knowing
like
them,
a pack of
what
dicks.
kind of role
Speaking of
model
smoke.
are you being? What kind of role model are you being as a teacher to do
Now
things
it's
like
on.
that?
Before it wasn't.
Huh?
But since you
Yeah,
came up here
so
and started attacking
it doesn't
me,
matter. It doesn't matter. What you're portraying is the person that you are. Yeah, and I'm not white. I'm Puerto Rican. 100% Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican is
Okay?
not a race.
So, para que lo sepas, yo soy puertorriqueña.
Neither is Latina,
Okay?
but
Yo soy
anyways.
puertorriqueña, okay? And if you have anything else to say, just say it. What
Yeah,
did I do
you
to
won't
you?
let other people
What
talk.
did I do to you? What did I do to you?
You did nothing to me.
Then why
And I've
would you
never-
say stuff like that that
But
about me when I
now,
was
except
even
now you
younger.
have. You attacked my teaching career, so now you're I think you're a dumb bitch.
I attacked who? I attacked
Now
who?
I can say what I honestly think. I think you're a
What
dumb
did I
bitch to be
attack?
married
Can you
to a
repeat
fat
yourself?
slob like Bleach.
I didn't
Right.
attack you being a teacher. I said, what kind of role model are you as a teacher
that's an
when you're
attack,
talking
dumb
about
bitch.
people that you don't even know? Isn't that something that little kids do? And then
I
as a
need to-
teacher, I would correct them and say, you know what? Everyone is an individual. Everybody has a right to be the way they are. So you have no right to talk about people without knowing them. That's what I
If your husband
think
uses
a
you as
teacher
a
would do.
weapon, it's
I don't
fair
care
game,
the beef that you have with my husband. I don't care about that.
used you as a weapon.
Well, you know what? If he used me so much, why am I married to him almost a decade? Why
Because
am I
you're an
happy
idiot.
with him?
Because
why
you're
am
an
I in love
idiot.
with my
Wait, what?
husband? Okay? Why am I in love with
Because
my
you're an
husband?
idiot.
I have a good husband. My husband is a provider. My husband's a provider. He's very
idiot.
kind. He's very gentle, especially with me. Now, the way he is with people is because when they are rude to him and they start devaluing the
Because
man
you're a
that
dumb
he is.
bitch.
Never been rude to your
I'm not a
husband.
dumb bitch.
I've never been rude to your
And
husband.
I'm very proud of my husband. And you get what you deserve. You know, you're just very jealous because number one, stuttering Stanley. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, now that was wrong of me, right? To call you stuttering Stanley, huh? Dana, huh? You want to call me a fucking bitch and you don't even know me. All
You're
right,
dumb,
I can say a
ugly.
shitload of shit about you. All right, like an
Go for
ass
it.
kisser. Like I heard the live yesterday that you were kissing some guy's ass, even though he was demeaning you on fucking line. Okay, and you were just fucking kissing his
Because
ass.
she's a mud shark.
She is. I'm sorry. She doesn't even know me. Bro, she
She
doesn't
does.
even know
She don't
anything
like. She
about
don't
me.
date black
I'm a
men. So
professional
shut up,
woman.
Tyler.
I
She
am a
don't do that.
professional
Get out
woman.
of here, man.
I just turned 50, and for her to say that I have work done, Botox, and I look like an alien, bitch, please. You wish you looked like me in your 50s, okay? I take care of myself. I eat well. My husband treats me
I'm not
great.
interested in your beauty
My
routine.
husband
If I was,
treats
I
me
would ask you
great.
for
So keep talking
You
shit.
probably should
So
be
keep talking
interested in it.
shit. Keep talking
I'm
shit.
not.
I don't care the beef that you have with him. I don't.
So what's for
Okay?
dinner
Where's
tonight?
your
Your
man?
husband-
What's
Where is
Shaky,
your man?
please don't.
Where is
Please
your
don't,
man?
Shaky.
Where
Please,
is
I'm
your
asking
man?
you.
Where
I
is
stuck
your
up
man,
for you.
Dana? Dana, where is your man in Make Believe World? Is that why you're so jealous and you want to keep talking shit? Where's your man?
No,
Or is
she's
it-
gay.
or is
She's a
it
lesbian.
that
She's a
your
lesbian.
loins? Is it that your loins are full of heat and you know you haven't gotten any for such a long time that you have to attack people that are happy?
To be honest
Okay?
with you, with all due respect, Bleach, I don't know who's the bigger idiot to be married to each other, you or her. She's
Yeah,
not
an
only
idiot.
she-
An
an
idiot.
overly Botox,
The idiot is someone
an
that's
overly
being called,
Botox,
someone that's trying to
Mar-a-Lago-faced
protect
bitch.
everyone
She's
else,
dumb.
and they're talking shit about you to your
You might
fucking
even-
face.
even you
and
might
then
be
what
out
you're
of her.
doing, and then what you
Even
do, you
you
start
might be out of her
apologizing like a
league.
little bitch. You start apologizing like a little bitch.
I never
even though a man was
apologized to you
demeaning
or
you.
your husband.
Okay, all you like
Never.
to do is interrupt. All you like to do is say how great you are. You can't even fucking debate. Okay, all you do is talk shit. Okay, learn to be a fucking woman. Learn to be a fucking woman. Stop being fucking hateful.
Actually, me and Tyler was having a conversation for all these other.
Damn, Taylor,
How you
she
gonna
just
act like a
fucking,
man but tell a woman
she
to
just
do
fucking
it?
cooked your shit.
That's crazy work. That's
He just
crazy
cooked
work.
your
You
shit,
acting like a
Dana.
man
Yeah,
telling a
because
woman
you
to
guys
do
won't
it.
let me talk. There's 7 of you, and every time Shaky or Kay or Bleach are going to overtalk me when I respond. Because that's
Listen,
what you
I'll
guys
get back
do.
at you,
Don't put me in that.
Dana J.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
Shaky, you do keep overtalking me. That's what you're doing right now. And I've
Yeah,
asked you
because you're a
not to.
control freak. You can be, but I wasn't speaking on
But
you. I
I
was
was
speaking
just
about the
a cat, and I
conversation.
asked if I could
Talking. Y'all
respond.
shut the fuck up when a woman's talking. Go
Yes,
ahead,
so absolutely, thank you, Kay. So what happened now?
Shut up, boy.
So what
Shut the
happened?
fuck up. A woman's talking, nigga.
Okay,
Shut
Kay.
up.
Thank you.
Shaky,
Thank you,
don't
Kay.
ever, Shaky, don't ask me to ever allow you to speak again because I've asked you to let me respond, and you're just being a
Okay.
jerk right now.
There you go,
look like
Dana.
a
You can speak.
humanoid mixed with a rat.
So I don't give a fuck what you all think about how I look. But let me assure you, I'm very confident in who I am and what I look like. So you can put up all the pictures you want, you can do anything you want. However, that's an unfiltered photo, no makeup, no Botox, no fennel, any of that shit. Me, after having run 17 miles.
Yeah, this is
But
just
okay.
called busted. Yeah.
Okay, so regardless of any of that, your husband, with all due respect, man,
I do find it
uses
ironic that
you-
you're an English teacher with a lisp, though.
your husband
Doobie, shut the
uses
fuck
you.
up and let a woman
Okay,
talk.
stop being a simp. She might fuck you though.
Your husband uses you as a weapon to demean other women, so he is at fault. I've never spoken ill of you other
how
than
is
when
that
he did
even
that.
possible?
You
How is that?
did. You put
You're
her
an
picture
idiot.
up as a way to say that other women are less than. Well, I have a right to defend
No,
myself and
that's
be
not
like,
what
well,
I've
no,
ever
I don't think
done.
that's true.
You're
That's
just
not true.
fucking jealous.
You're
You're
lying.
jealous.
Bleach,
Because
I
you
would
have
not
the
be
body of a
jealous.
12-year-old boy. You're fucking
Okay.
jealous.
You know, it's okay.
She's
Let me
Okay.
tell you. Let me tell you.
Anyways, if you think I am jealous of somebody as dumb as that ugly bitch, and now I'm gonna say because she is ugly,
Trust me,
as that
Danny's the
ugly
last
bitch
one
in
jealous of
Annabelle.
y'all.
Thank you.
Because she is in
Yeah,
Utah
totally.
living
Hey,
it up.
Tyler, do you
She
like
is
cold coffee? Tyler, you like cold
But
coffee?
if you think anybody who would ever
I've never